No, he did. What?
Here, listen. I put him back.
Do you know all I want to do is talk about something that happened and we can't talk about it because apparently they said you can't talk about it. But you know what I like to say is, what would Howard Stern do?
Yep. By the way,
he lost a lot of jobs. Well, what can you do? Yeah, just throw it over there. That's where the trash goes now.
Yep.
I just want to let you know that we have to come into the building in buddy systems now. I
feel like I know almost nothing too, because I didn't even read the email. I got a call from Jake in the morning, and then he told me about it, and I took that as enough information.
All I know is that I am such an egotistical prick that I went, this is a big deal. We've hit a different level. And I did. I automatically thought it was about us. And
is it not?
Well, they said it's about everything or whatever.
Yeah,
and we're trying to do this in a way that but they said it because I asked him.
Sydney, add that to a button.
Yeah, can you please? It's the elevator music.
Add it to a cart
because
button.
Now,
I don't know how to do that.
You know how to add carts?
Ask me.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
I don't
either.
know how to make it a button.
I've been here
put it in a cart and we'll put it in.
I've been here 2.5 years and I don't even know what he's talking about. I know 3 things here. You push this one up, this one down, and then I know this. Here, hold on. I got some elevator music here. I think so.
But why?
I don't know. But isn't it wonderful? I mean, not in a really. It's a
very fun way. Yeah.
My wife has been worried sick all weekend.
Really?
Yeah. That's how she is.
Oh, have you made it different? Like,
do you know what she said?
What?
She goes, "You gotta up your life insurance." I go, "You are such a bee."
That's my favorite thing because she didn't say anything like you should take Krav Maga or some sort of defense. It was, hey, if you die, I want a better life.
Hey,
anyway,
should we go all take classes? Let's get our concealed carry and get tasers.
Have you ever met us?
Do you need it for tasers? You don't need a...
You do in this state.
Oh, you do?
A conceal and carry?
I thought you could just tase anybody you wanted.
You need a conceal and carry to carry a taser?
In this state, yes.
No way.
Man, do I just not believe that?
Because Jen bought one here.
Yeah.
She had one.
Are you thinking about like the shoot taser? You can't buy those.
Which shoot taser?
That's what the police officers have.
Yeah, where it shoots the
No, I wanted to order one on Amazon, and I couldn't.
Can we get a gun nut to call?
We need a taser nut.
Or a taser nut.
Dewey
just said that recently. Not taser. But he said, he kicked me in my nuts. And I went, where did you learn that? He said, older boys.
Yeah, the older boys.
Yeah. So he's that age now.
Give it some time and he'll be dropping N-bombs.
God, I hope not. Lord, I went wrong if that happens.
That dang Ozaki school.
I want you to read every dude. Tanner, do you remember that dude at the birthday station? He called us up and he's like, in a dishwasher manual, it states this. And we were like,
oh my God, I lost my mind.
Yeah.
Who reads a dishwasher manual?
Yeah. I don't even know how we got out of that subject.
It was the agreement terms. Well, I was buying one.
Yeah. And then I just remember him saying the phrase, actually, in the dishwasher's owner's manual, this is how it is. And we stopped listening then. And then when he got done talking about his weird dishwasher fetish, we said, who the hell reads a dishwasher manual?
This guy, he goes,
it goes in.
His thing was, too, I was bored on that Saturday. You're right, Sydney. After 35, that stuff like that happens. Life doesn't...
guy, you know that guy was alone.
Yeah. Do you know she's right on this, though? It is a felony in Wisconsin to carry a stun gun or taser anywhere other than your own home, land, or business, unless you have a concealed carry license.
Really?
Or an electric weapon is enclosed in a we could carry it in the carrying case all day long.
Oh.
Wait.
Oh, well, yeah.
Well, then why can't I buy one?
Well, you probably can.
Well, like if you just have it in a case and then your case in your purse? I don't know.
You know, Sydney, I was thinking this too yesterday.
Yeah, see, those are they just talking about the shooter one?
I just wanted to order like the shocky
Did you see it,
one.
Lo?
It's at any?
It said stun gun or taser. So I would think they would have. I mean, I guess. I don't know. People on the text line are saying it too.
Just a regular, like, jab your neck kind of taser?
Wisconsin,
like a cattle prod?
You need a concealed license. I conceal it, but in Wisconsin, you can open carry a weapon as long as it's visible.
Oh, that's true. That's when all those stupid idiots, and I don't care, who carry it, they'll go and they'll walk down the road with a gun, and then when the cop stops them and says, "What are you doing?" they'll be like, "You don't know the law. I'm allowed to do this. I can carry. You're infringing on my rights." Be like, "No, man, you just can't carry an AR-15 down Main Street and expect nobody to ask questions."
Which, by the way, you saying that reminds me of an email that we got on.
This is a day filled with emails.
It didn't come to us, so she never listens. Good. It came to the 95.9 Kiss FM. If anybody,
I wanted to respond to that, but I was so fired up. I was like, I'm going to cause more emails if I respond to this as fired up as I am right now.
Are you talking about the Facebook?
Yeah. So we got a Facebook message on Friday, and if anything goes to directed towards our show and it goes to 95.9, I know automatically they're not really a listener.
Yeah, like they're not really listeners.
And so we played a game. There is a girl, we were calling her Shakira. What is her name? Kiara? Kiara or something like that. She calls the show and we always get her name wrong. Always. And it's a fun little bit that we do, and she always hangs up at the end like she's offended. And she always calls back. She gets into a lot of games that we play.
She's won before.
Yeah, find her. Let's call her. Let's call Kiara.
Let's
call Kiara and make sure that she doesn't feel like we are personally and racially attacking her.
And I'll read what this woman is. She is not. She's got to be. Cannot be fun to hang around with. She looks to be offended. She is listening. She's squinting her ears.
Promo Suite.
And she's trying to listen very, very intently on how she can be offended today. That's got to be exhausting to live life.
Oh, my God, yeah. Like, I don't understand how some people's brain works where they can hear something so benign and say, that is the worst thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Go up here and go to listener database.
Yeah.
I have to let people know that this is wrong. This is not as bad, but still pretty bad.
It's pretty annoying.
The person who said, when we said illegal immigrant, referring to immigrants that illegally come into the country.
How do you spell Kiara?
I don't know, but if you do the last name, you'll find it.
I don't know her last name.
Probably that one that was from Green Bay on Facebook.
So,
but if you, when we said illegal immigrant, referring to immigrants who come here illegally, and they said that's the most racist thing.
Oh man, God, they were trying to get everybody against us. Do you remember that? I was at whatever gym, I think Planet Fitness.
We had just left on a Friday.
It was a great day. It was a good show.
Yeah, we wanted to come back just to talk about it on the air, but we had decided what we should do is, because it was getting to the point where we were like, this is on Kiss FM's Facebook page. We need to handle this.
Go back up really quick. People. You didn't spell it like that, did you?
Yeah.
Kiara?
Yeah. That's the only way I know how to spell Kiara.
That's what this Amanda said. Did you guys know that telling someone they should, because at one point I couldn't get her name and I'm like, your name should just be Shelly. That's what I said. Something like that. It's a lot easier. She said, did you know that telling someone they should change their name because you can't pronounce it, in all caps now, is super effing racist, insert real swear word, and borderline white supremacy, regardless what her race is.
Nope. You don't get to say that. You don't get to say that's racist. It doesn't matter if it had nothing to do with race.
Regardless.
Also, the only Kiara I've ever known has been white.
Regardless of what her race is, that was uncalled for. Do better. This happened this morning around 7:50ish.
Amanda, you are. Who knows? Amanda, let me just, because Amanda's a very common name. So you can't, oh, look at you. God, you are a problem.
Oh, yeah. Did you go to her? Because I went immediately to her Facebook and I wanted to see if she's one of those people that are like kind of posting things that she's always mad about.
Yeah.
And she is. Pretty much everything.
Yeah.
I mean, did you see her cover photo?
Yeah. I have no way people, yeah.
Do you know who that girl is?
That's that Greta, right?
Yes.
And I have no idea what that Greta stands for. Like, I haven't watched that video yet.
She stands for Leo. She stands for
Just
Leonardo.
Leo?
Just Leonardo DiCaprio.
That's an odd thing. Mm-hmm. But now what really sucks is now every time I see this stupid Greta, all I'm going to think is how stupid this Amanda is. God, I hate Amanda.
You are ruining Greta for us, which really ruins Leonardo DiCaprio. What are you doing to us?
Yeah, you're a person that's not... This...
Does she know? I don't know if she knows what racist means.
I don't think she's smart enough.
Probably not. She just
to
wants
handle
to be offended.
Any kind of comedy at all. You know what I mean?
I want to stand for something.
Yep. I have no discernible personality, so I will latch on to something that the rest of the world is ignoring.
I have opinions!
Dang it,
you remember that?
Yes, I remember.
I thought you'd do that. Because you said it just like that, too, when we were in Mexico.
Shut up.
So there's a show.
Sucks so hard.
There's a show that we really, really like. And we talk to him, and sometimes with this Freebert, Tanner doesn't voice.
I don't talk ever. I'm too nervous that I'll say something that's stupid, and that's justified now.
But anyway,
no.
Yeah, and in Mexico, I don't know. We were talking. I'm like, you should text him right now, and you're like, yeah.
I don't know why you did that to me.
I was like motivating you. I don't know, because at that point I thought it was a wonderful idea too. And you're like, you're right. You're right. I'm gonna text him.
You had nothing to lose that day, by the way. And when you were 3 sheets to the wind, loaded, talking to the 2 Texas teachers that were awesome, I didn't grab your phone and say, let's ruin some relationships.
I didn't grab your phone. You're just like, you do have good ideas. You should say it. You should tell him. And you're like, yeah. And I'm like, you should tell him right now. Because I thought it was good too. And yeah, man, and you got right on that text message machine, and you're like, "Hey, listen, Freebird, I have opinions too."
I like radio.
Do you remember the next day too? We were like waiting for him to text back because we were like, "Oh, great," because he just gave our card to someone that's pretty important in the business.
And then he immediately regretted it. No, because
he was really nice afterwards.
You also were like, let's call your dad and ask him why he never hugs you. And why does your mom like your sister more? Like, let's call all these people. Let's call your sister and ask her some questions. And I'm just in my drunken stupor, just like, these are all good ideas. But I can't even do that to you.
It's interesting to me, man, why your dad doesn't hug you. I want to know these things.
Yeah, when's the last time you...
Yeah, I mean, like, listen,
even before your dad died, when did he hug you?
Oh, boy.
Can you count it on one hand?
Probably.
Me too. But one time at my wedding, and it was weird.
Oh, I hugged your dad. Yeah, it was weird, too. And I'm like, come here. And I hugged him at the wedding, and I was like, well, he's not a hugger.
Once again,
it was a very cold embrace.
After, when the last time we called him on the air, and you hung up and said, love you, that was you had just surpassed how many times I've ever, as an adult, told my dad that I love him.
Say it back! Wow! Say it!
I don't think I've actually ever heard him say those words before.
Listen, Amanda, know that we hate you.
Yeah, you suck.
Yeah, now you've just ruined all Amandas for me.
Yeah.
God, you ruined Leonardo DiCaprio, Gretchen. You ruined Amanda.
Actually, I don't know if I ever met an Amanda I enjoy.
You know, you're right on that. I went to school with an Amanda, and she picks her fingers like I do, and we had that in common.
Oh,
yeah, something happened to us at a young age.
Something weird.
Yeah, I had the biggest crush on her too when I was in elementary. She wanted nothing to do with me. Yeah. She was a Groose, and she married a Gross.
Gross Gross?
Yeah, no, she's a Groose Gross.
I'm fairly positive.
She married the QB. He's bald now. That was mean.
What a weird. Can we see? Can you show me during the break?
Yeah.
Let me see.
It's just
no,
so
because it does make sense.
Like
I am
kidding.
I had a really big crush on a girl, like pretty much all the way through school.
Yeah.
And then like she was always like, good at two shoes and everything like that. And I was like, you think you're better than me? And then she like went off to college and she like almost dropped out because she got super drunk all the time. And I was just like, good.
I like that.
Good.
Yeah.
See, I wasn't a
that?
problem. Like, yeah, you were a problem all along. You know, I'm happy that never worked out.
Yeah.
I'm doing great.
Hey, wait, I want to talk Planet Fitness really quick because my God, that's a place that you need to be. You know what? You could live there if you you could sell your house, get a van, and just live at Planet Fitness and your van. You could.
You'd have to
TVs, chairs, showers, poopers.
I mean, granted, it'd be a better life situation than what it's decorated better than what I am in now.
Tanner,
and
if
the TVs are nicer.
If we lose this gig,
okay.
We can't get into radio.
If that happens, it's because one of us got shanked in the parking lot.
We're gonna eventually leave. Our family will leave us.
Yeah,
and then it's just me and you.
Yeah.
Why don't we pool our $400 that we have saved and get a van? We'll get bunk beds, cots, and then we'll live at Planet Fitness.
And you're gonna let me take $398?
Yeah,
well, yours and pool it together.
I probably owe you anyway. So
you do.
All right, well, listen, Planet Fitness, it's only $10 a month.
Oh.
And $20 a month gets you into those vibrating chairs. And TVs get like a VIP section, plus half off cooler drinks, which is a big deal, which is fun. It's only $20 a month.
Yeah.
Most gyms are...
More than that, you
more.
get less. Like, the $10 a month is great if you live next to a Planet Fitness or there's one next to your work, and it's like, that's the only one I'll ever go to. And I don't care about sitting in it and no chairs.
That's only $10
That's $10 a month. But the $20 a month one, if you're on the road or if you're staying up by family or you do anything and you see a Planet Fitness and you want to get your swell on, you can go into that one. And unlimited tanning. Nobody talks about that. They have unlimited tanning when you have that black card. And the total body enhancement. And the water beds.
I got to take it a little more serious, man.
I should start as well. Mexico's happening. Did you know that?
Yeah. I just flexed, and I thought I ripped some of my shirt today, even as Sydney, but I just farted. Sorry. It's true, though.
I just like visualizing. Because I like the idea that you thought you were trying to Hulk your way out of a shirt and...
That's not, none of that actually happened.
That did happen.
Oh, Lord.
You're gross.
Anyway, Planet Fitness. Go get your swell on. PlanetFitness.com. Lots happening next. Jake and Tanner Show. No.
Oh.
You know, sometimes I complain about this job. Sometimes I do. And then my wife will
the
be
other
like,
times you sleep.
yeah. She's like, boy, man, you sure do complain about things that you shouldn't complain about. And I'm like, name one. And she's like, okay, how about this? And I'm like, okay, yeah, you're right. When you put it that way, it does sound like it's just easy.
I absolutely hate when you want to be mad about something, and then somebody says, you realize that you do is like you talk. Like if you simplify, one, don't simplify my career.
Sure.
But two, if you simplify the career down, you just get to try to make another person laugh for 4 hours and then go home.
It's like we got to do it. We got to do a thing on something coming up, and I'm like, and I've been all yesterday. I was complaining about it, and that's the thing. And she's like, okay, you get to go. You get to, if you want to have beers, you get to have beers. You get food. People are there to hang out with you.
Yeah, and everybody there absolutely loves you.
Get paid,
and then they're gonna pay you.
And she's like, I'm just confused on it. She's like,
yeah, and it's not even like a thing like you're gonna sit in a dunk tank and people that are like, and it's gonna suck. It's just gonna be a really nice bar.
You said you said something that you heard, I believe, from Louis C.K. Do it with the pants down. But there was a second thing that you said.
Yeah, it's fine if it's on your own tummy.
Third thing.
Oh, okay.
The third thing when it was going.
It was a bit that he was running that his wife gets mad at him when he goes on the road to do shows. And then he said, you know what's absolutely terrible? And it's the only reason that she gets mad about it is because I like what I do. If I was working 13 hours a day and on the road doing a job that sucked, she would go to her friends and say what kind of an awesome provider I am and what an amazing husband and dad because I'm breaking my back to provide for the family. But since I like my career, I become selfish because I go on the road.
I feel like maybe that's why I complain all the time because I need my wife to know that it's struggling. I have struggles.
We've said that 1,000 times.
I want you to feel maybe that is a reason why, because there is no reason to complain about this.
I mean, it doesn't. Nothing is perfect. Mm-hmm. There is no career that is the perfect career. Even like Brad Pitt doing acting and stuff like that. He still has to go do, like, his publicist still puts him on interviews that he doesn't want to do.
He hangs upside down for 30 minutes at a time to let the blood run to his face to do some parts. That was Interview with the Vampire.
My grandpa does that to stretch out his back.
I wish I had one of those gravity tables. They have those crazy gravity tables.
Grandpas are the best.
Yeah, mine's dead.
Oh, mine, I don't have any. I haven't had any since 14. I
never got to meet my grandpa.
Or my grandmas are dead too. Wow. Wish I had some kind of relative to hang upside down.
Super insensitive to say that. I don't know what I was saying anymore.
You know, I'll bring my urn in. My dad's urn, you can kick it.
Yeah.
It's just cardboard. I never did anything. I remember going in there and they're like, they try to upsell you and they prey on your emotions, and they didn't realize like I wasn't super close.
Yeah.
To really either of them, and she and they talk in this soft voice. I told them, I go, you can talk to me normal.
Yeah. What are you trying to do? Not wake up the dead people?
Right.
They're sleeping pretty good.
Hey, listen, I know it's a tough time. For $17,000, you can get this urn, and I go, no.
That's just a vase.
I go, do you have something like I put my dog in?
Do you have something around the $17 range?
Right. So I ended up getting the cheap one because I figured I'm going to do away with the ashes eventually, but I haven't.
What do you do with them?
You're supposed to go to places go somewhere.
I get that. What I'm saying is,
dude,
how many kids did your dad have?
2.
Why do you have the ashes?
Because
does that make sense?
Yeah, why do I? Because after the funeral, my brother just went back 3 hours away. Then somebody had to pick him up.
Oh, okay. So but have you ever reached out to him and said, "Hey, I'm not doing anything with Dad's ashes. Would you like them?"
Oh, that's a good idea, but I don't talk to him.
So
or have his number.
To be honest, I don't even have that.
Yeah, he made a promise, and it's like, we're going to come to Mexico with you, and it's going to be a good kind of family catch up, and it also really helps your show and your brand and stuff like that. And then they ghosted you.
Oh yeah, hard
for 18.
I even texted him. She did give me his number. He's like, your brother's ready to give you his number again. I'm like, okay, thanks.
What did you do to him?
I never did anything.
There's gotta be a part of the story. Did you bang his wife?
No.
Did you punch him in the head? What did you do?
I think
is he just overly dramatic?
No. I think I used to be very jakey, and I would be out partying.
Oh,
and it was like when I was like Sydney's age, and I'd be like, somebody would talk about brothers, and I'm like, oh yeah, I have one, because I would. To be honest,
he's like 13
some of my friends,
11 years older than you.
Yeah, some of my friends would be like, wait, you have a brother? Anyway, and so I grab the phone and I'd call him, and I'd be like, hey, yes, I did that, and I would. This is before texting, or I would have just used text. Yeah. Well, that used a lot lot of money. That'd be how many?
It was like 5 cents a character.
Yeah, no way. Anyway, so I called him, and I'm like, "Hey, you're the older brother. You're supposed to like reach out to me."
Oh, I remember you telling me the story.
I shamed him a few times. One time, I really ripped into him, and because I was drunk.
I can see this.
And he's like, "Dude, I'm sorry." He goes, "You got me crying over here." And then
I can see that.
And then I would sober up, and I'm like, "Wow, that was pointless." And then
I try to pretend like it didn't happen.
Oh yeah. And then I never talked to him again until I would shame him again.
Yeah.
Oh, this is all my fault.
Yeah.
Nah, it's not a lot of my fault. It was.
He should have taught you how to throw a ball.
Yeah, it should have. No, it's just 11 years.
It's a big difference.
This
You're
is what
basically
happened.
strangers.
And I don't want to get back into this, but real quick, they had kids. Kids were young. I was young.
Yeah.
They had a busy life. Now their life is slowing down. Mine is really busy. So it's just wrong ages trying to connect. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. You feeling me, son? You feeling me?
I got you. No, the reason I ask is because eventually my parents will die.
Yeah. No, that's the thing.
And I have me and my sister.
We're back to the ashes.
Ashes
urns. Did you earn them? Did you know that's what that's from?
Ooh, no. Yeah, is it?
No,
they're not spelled the same.
Well, I could have. I don't. Yeah, that's probably not. Just came into my
head.
It could be.
Right. I don't know if they
I tried to take that as fact, and then I was like, "That's not." Not
no, true. One, I don't even know what my mom wants done. We'll probably burn her, regardless of what the living trust says.
My thing is do I have that mixed with some other people?
Probably.
Oh God, because that probably is not because you don't want to go. No, they can get away with anything. Because you don't want to see.
Yeah, and you can't run DNA on ashes. If anything, it could just be wood.
My dad's in the garage. Mom's next to the washer.
Like a good 1950s family should be.
I didn't mean it, but it's just where they are. They're heavy. It's heavy. It's weird, man.
Is it really?
Dude, it is weird when you pick up a box and it's your dad. That is a weird feeling.
Yeah, I never thought about that because it's like, oh yeah, this guy, I used to call him on the phone.
Yeah.
Now he's just this pile of ashes.
You're right, though. You're right. How dare me not, I don't really need them, but maybe my brother would want them. Instead of me just taking them to a junkyard and spreading the ashes. That's what he wanted them spread, in a junkyard, because that was his favorite thing in the world.
That is true.
It was like a candy shop to him.
Can you cut ashes in half? That's what I'm saying. Because what if you were? What if you were like, I don't want to give up all it. Well, then what half do you have?
I don't want the lower.
Yeah,
I'd rather have. I don't want his ass. I don't want his ass half.
Yeah, it's like, oh, what'd you get from Dad? I got his stupid ingrown toenails, his ass, and his wiener. Yeah, great. Thanks. I guess this will just go up on the mantle. You know what? Never mind. I want that half because if we split my parents up,
yeah,
I'm going to only frame a photo of my dad's lower half and put them on the ashes. And then when people ask, I'll be like, oh no, me and my sister split the ashes and I got the lower half. So I just wanted to remember them.
Yeah, I don't think to be honest, I've never thought of that. I don't know if you that's probably frowned upon to split them.
No, I don't know, because then who do you decide?
Oh, my husband's family had 5 siblings. They all got a small urn with their father's ashes.
Well, that's nice. Okay. Then.
People in high school had necklaces with their just a little vial of their grandma.
That's weird to me because I've never been close to my grandparents.
You can do. I know. Is that not bizarre to be close? I have friends that would, when their grandpa died, bald and bald because that's who taught him how to hunt and fish. And I'm like, oh, I've never had. All mine did was yell at me when I didn't understand what he was saying. When he was saying, "Go get the doohickey."
Yeah,
I didn't know when I was a kid. What's a doohickey? And he was talking about a tape measure, and he yelled at me. That's what I remember from. You know, you can get tattoos with ashes in it.
That seems like.
So you can get
you could get an infection.
Probably.
You're putting somebody else's body inside your body permanently.
That's what ladies do, and men.
Well, you put it like that. You just made it really awful. You made that very taboo.
I mean, like, tattoos are cool, like, not frowning on anybody who has it, but...
Okay, Grandma. That's what that sounded like.
Okay, Boomer.
Yeah,
but, like, hygiene-wise...
What a perfect time to use that. I forgot it.
That's okay.
I don't know. Maybe I've never heard of that.
What? The tattoos?
Yeah, what are those? No.
You thought I just have this on with ink.
Like you do it every single morning.
By the way, I would not have any of these if not for radio. I built a website. I'm sorry. I was a part of Tumblr. Did you see how I just almost invented Tumblr?
Yeah.
And I made one of my computer nerds make me a URL that said The Jake Kelly Show, and it directed them to my Tumblr. Yeah. So I would advertise that. I told people that I would advertise with them, and if I got free tattoos, which I don't think you can do, but I did it in a way nobody was telling me not to. And then I had them sponsor things on my show because no people were selling me. So I was like, I'm just going to get free tattoos out of this.
To be honest, yes, what you did was illegal because you brought it on air. The gray area is if you never bring it on air, it's not payola.
Yeah,
I think. The only way payola has ever been described to me is you can't say that you will bring something on air in exchange for goods and services without sales being involved. That's why dude, J-Dubs, remember when that dude was walking around Summerfest saying,
oh my God.
If you give me a free corn dog, I'll say your name on the air over there.
I cannot stand... When he was at morning show, I would not go around him. That's how much I hated that guy.
Yeah.
I couldn't look at him. I couldn't talk to him because I didn't want to. He's such a rude individual.
Yeah. Yeah, he is definitely a know-it-all.
Here,
Holy S, does that still exist?
So this is what Lindsay said.
Okay.
She said, so my 14-year-old, we're talking about boomers. Okay. About 4 minutes ago. So my 14-year-old just told me that her music teacher taught her that Baby It's Cold Outside is about date rape.
I mean, kind of.
I told her that was absolutely ridiculous and compared it to Santa Baby being the prequel to Kanye's Gold Digger. Her response, okay, Boomer. And I blame you guys.
Listen, Baby It's Cold Outside is just a bit rapey.
There's a radio meme that says, radio station won't play Baby It's Cold Outside, but here's Cardi B talking about eating people's butts. I don't even know if that's a song by Cardi B.
It definitely. There is a song that says you got to eat the booty like groceries.
Okay, maybe that's it.
And I'm sure we play it. They play it at dances now.
No, nothing. Not a nothing. Not a nothing. Hey, on Nick Cage news, that's going to be happening.
Is he dead?
No.
Dang it.
You're going to love something that. You want me to just tell you the title of this?
Yes.
All right. Nicolas Cage in talks to play Nicolas Cage in a movie about Nicolas Cage.
You're not allowed to do a movie. You're not allowed to star in a movie about yourself as yourself.
Yeah, I'll tell you what it's about next. It's about Nick Cage. It's a Jake and Tanner show. Maybe we don't have to talk about it next. were just talking about Robert Pattinson, who was the vampire, the sparkly
Edward.
vampire, Edward in Twilight. I really didn't like Robert Pattinson because of Twilight, but then I've watched him in like Rover, and that, by the way, is a fantastic movie. He's a really good actor, but I didn't think he was a good actor because of the Twilight movies and how bad those are. Those are really, really bad.
Okay, if they're bad, why is there a Twilight marathon on every single weekend?
I don't know. You're right.
Is there a Twilight marathon every weekend?
There's always one on the televisions, like actually on a cable network.
Why do they have Fast and the Furious 18? It's just people like bad movies. But what I like about this is Robert Pattinson talks about how awful the movie was and how bad the lines were. He hated every minute of it, but it did make it so that guy got to not work anymore. He can make whatever movie he wants now.
Yeah, now he doesn't have to...
I mean, he's Batman, for God's sake, now.
Yeah, I wonder how that will...
But I remember when... I remember when Harry Potter... Sorry, I'm getting two things mixed up. Yeah. When I was doing the night show, Harry Potter in whatever book they were on, I think it was the very last book at the time. And I said, because I'm doing a night show, you're that risky guy. You don't care who you offend, middle finger to everyone kind of ordeal. And I remember saying I found out online the ending to the book. And at 7:50, because I knew people were waiting in line to go buy this book at these bookstores.
Yeah.
And I said, at 7:50, I'm going to say it on the radio, and I'm going to have my interns drive by and just scream the ending.
Oh, my God.
And, you won't believe how many parents were calling up mad. Not only just because they wanted it, because they were probably reading it, but you're ruining... I never did it. I wasn't going to do it, but then the kids, they're ruining the kids in their surprise.
You know what is so funny? Is that those parents were like, I need to call this man, this DJ, this disc jockey, and tell him that he can't do this instead of just turning the station so I don't hear the spoiler.
Yeah. Instead of just... Well, I did say I was going to have interns drive by them and scream out there the ending back and forth.
That's how paranoid I was about Endgame when I went and saw it in theaters, because I didn't want to...
Man, you got mad at me one day.
I got mad at you that day.
I really wasn't.
No, you weren't going to spoil the thing, because I looked at that article after. It was just, when can you go pee? And
you wanted nothing to do any kind of talk. I get it. Yeah, but you also thought I don't care about it at all. So
it doesn't matter if you ruined it for me, because you did it with Endgame, kind of, or not Endgame, with Infinity War.
If I did not remember. I did not do that on purpose.
But what you ruined happened in the first 5 seconds. Dude, but it's still like you said.
What did I ruin? I can't remember.
Idris Elba. You're like, Idris Elba dies in this movie. You know.
I did say that.
Yeah.
How did I even know?
I don't know. You read some more. You were looking at it. You were looking at some spoiler thing, because we were on a bit about how I didn't want to see it, and you're like, I'm going to spoil this for you.
Sorry.
So that's why I lost my mind, and I got so paranoid at the movie theater that somebody would come out and scream the ending that I had headphones in, and I sat as far away from the theater as I could.
If you would have done that to like The Mule with Clint Eastwood, I'd feel the same way.
Well, it came out Endgame came out in other countries before it came out here. So people were watching it illegally online, and they were just going around like spreading it. And I remember there were kids at Culver's actually wanting to fight people for spoiling it.
It's like the Mike Tyson. Yeah. It was Mike Tyson. I can't remember who he was fighting, but it was a big fight, and he fought over in another country. And it came up on. We bought it. I bought it with my dad to watch it on pay-per-view, out of all places.
Yeah.
And it scrolled across the screen on CNN who won the fight.
Oh, yeah.
And we're like, wait, we just spent $72 on this.
Yeah.
It was so annoying.
Yeah, I would call and say, I want my money back.
I can't remember if we did or not, but Dad just went to bed. It was supposed to be like a dad-son thing like we'd never do. So we'd watch the fight, and I was excited to hang out with Dad. You know what I mean? He just like, well, screw this. I'm going to bed. And I'm like, oh, so it was just about the fight for you.
It was just about the fight. It was not about... But that's true. Even if it's a really good fight, and you know who's going to win...
It's got to be awful to watch.
Yeah, like if you know... Because there's no tenseness to it anymore. You just know that it doesn't matter what the other person does. At the end, Tyson's going to win.
That, yeah. Yeah, apologize. Didn't remember that I was trying to spoil that for you.
Like I said, what you said was in like the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
At that time, I was like, okay. And then when he got stabbed through the chest, I was like, oh,
God.
Well, that sucks.
My husband and I just got a puppy.
What?
I'm already thinking about the day he dies.
Why?
Now I'm imagining how devastated I'll be. We will be almost 40, wondering how many friends will move away or be lost tragically. I blame you, Jake. Never thought my puppy would bring anxiety and depression.
Right.
I do that too because I just did that with Dozer. Well, not just. I did it recently, but I did it right when we got him because they only live around 10 years. And I go, think about this, Ange. When Dozer dies, Dewey will be 15. Piper will be
off to college.
Trying
to forget her about
and
her
we'll
years
do this
at
too.
home.
I'll be sitting there, and we got all these friends that live by us, and I go, which one do you think's going to go for? I mean, not die, but just like move away because they're not all going to just stay around there because I just can't see it.
Do you think you will?
We have nowhere to go. No, maybe Angie really likes it, so it's really hard to make her think like. If we're still doing this, hopefully, and maybe a little closer, when I got more of the house paid off and the kids are, and the kids are probably, it doesn't matter, it's not so tragic to move them from school to school.
Do you think if, like, one kid starts getting bullied?
Would I move?
Yeah, to a point where it's like, we should just take him out of the school. Do you think that would be enough for you to move?
Maybe, I don't know. Probably. I just think they don't put up with that crap anymore in schools, do they?
Yeah, but I still think, maybe. I still think bullying is going to happen. Because I think it's weird, but that's second nature for some to just, I don't know.
I just can't. I don't know. I don't know. It would just have to happen. That's got to be an awful thing, not only for the kid, but Jesus, it's got to be awful for the parents too, knowing that they're going through it. Sometimes the parents don't even know, but man, if I knew, that'd be awful because school sucks already. For me, it did anyway. Going through school, I disliked it so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe. But we definitely want to get. This is a funny thing. I'm going through my neighborhood and I'm seeing him like Bill drives by and he's got this brand new truck. Mm-hmm. And a lot of these, my neighbors have these things, and I'm like, is our house payment outrageous? Because I know what they do for a living, and I know their job, and it's not bad money, but it's not like money like, I've never had to worry about things anymore.
Yeah.
But Angie brought up a good point. They've all had houses. I just started in this career where I could even afford basically a house. So we've been jumping around. I never had it. They had like 15, 20 years paid off on houses already. Yeah, so they could take $150,000 to $200,000, put it down on their house. Because they all moved over when they were in their 40s.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. I mean, they're all like buying their houses and things like that then. Except Sheik. He's been there for 15 years. His house is paid for.
That blows my mind.
Yeah, that guy makes pretty good money, I think.
That blows my mind to think that he is that young and just doesn't have a house payment. Like, to me, in my head, houses are things that you constantly pay for.
Last I knew, he only had 3 years, and that was probably 3 years ago. He's probably just about done because he had a 15-year loan on it.
Yeah. In my head, houses are just things you're paying for.
But he probably bought it when he was 30.
Probably.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just basically got going.
And you got a 15. I got a 30, but I'm planning on staying on my house.
20. I got a 20.
Oh, 20?
I was saying 15, but I was getting confused. It was a 20.
Okay, so you know how you can like split up your payments?
I do.
Okay. Do you do it with the house or no?
We do.
My loan, like where I got my loan from, they I don't know why that was funny.
Because I just said it and I went, like, I don't know. I was drinking coffee when I said, and it made it sound so sexual.
I started
doing... It's funny for me. I had a good time in my head.
I started doing partial payments.
Yeah.
And I got a letter in the mail that was like, hey, you can't do partial payments.
I would rise up against that and protest.
Well, because then I read it and it was like, you can't do partial payments. You have to pay, the remaining balance has to be paid within 30 days of the due date. And that's how it works. And I was like, well, yeah, it always has to be. pay 30 days between the due date. But I think what they were saying was we don't accept partial or early pay. I don't know. But if that's the case, then I want to find somebody else. I want to refinance my house in a place where I can make those partial payments. Because what it sounds like is they don't care if I make a partial payment or not.
Okay.
Like, they're not going to it's not going to come off the principal and like, you're not getting done any sooner just from making partial payments.
I would liquidate and move. That's what you need to do.
Dude.
Sell that house. Like I said, get a van and just live in Planet Fitness in the van.
I just saw, and I just showed Kayla a photo of it. It was a TikTok, but it was a guy. He stood up and he was living in one of those vans, a house van, and he had like a stove and everything in it. And he poured himself coffee out in one of those hipster coffee pots.
I like it. I like this guy already.
And then he opened up his door and he was on a guardrail and he stood on to the guardrail and it was just like forest and mountains. And I was like, that's what
we could be living like that.
I looked Kayla in the face and I said, like, 2 more bad things to happen to me, and that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. And not with that, not with the family.
For the whole family, though. Like, people will convert like school bus. Okay, well, you could make that decision, too.
I was like, 2 more like things that just don't go my way. Even if I'm playing Yahtzee and I just lose.
I'd be like, great, cool. You got another Yahtzee?
See you later. I'm
awesome.
Out. Yeah.
Then you just take brush off of a van that you've been like hiding in the woods.
Have you ever been playing Yahtzee against somebody who is just kicking your ass and you know it's only luck?
Funny, I haven't played Yahtzee since I've been little.
Yeah, we like to play. I have an app now too.
Yeah.
But it makes me so... Or like Uno, when they're just beating the ass out of you. We were just
playing Uno with the family yesterday, actually. And Dewey is finally learned how to play. He went down to 1 card. Uno, he says, and I'm like, oh my God, he even said Uno. This is great.
Like he knows.
All of a sudden, Angie, draw 4. Angie, draw 2. Angie, draw 2. And he's like looking and he had like 15 cards again. And I'm like, Angie. He's like, well, he's got to learn.
I think it's...
I guess.
Yeah, no. Good for you, Angie.
I wouldn't expect that from her.
I know. And she did. She goes, oh my God, I feel so bad. I'm like, well, don't play the card. You don't have to. Poor Dewey's like, he couldn't even hold them in his little hands. Yeah. They're like falling.
Too thick.
Horrible
mom. Got half the deck.
Oh boy, did Angie go off on Piper. No, just spitting. It was a meltdown on both their ends. I had to break it up. I'm like, oh my God, you guys.
Whose side did you take?
Well, I took Piper's just because I don't like anybody yelling at her. I'm like, don't yell at her. Why you got to yell at her?
Yeah.
Because she said she hated me. And I did hear that because we're like, this was the hate. Hey, you got to put your snow pants on because it's cold and you're gonna fall in the snow. And oh my God, for 10 minutes it was a meltdown. Said I hate you. That blew up Angie, and Angie wanted to cancel Christmas. She wanted to cancel. I mean everything.
I couldn't see Angie yelling like that.
She was upset. Yeah, no, there was yelling. Twice Piper got yelled at. I feel so bad. And then
she's being a butthole, and you're just like, I feel bad because it's my little girl. No, I get it. V hit me in the... Sorry, it's show jacking you. But
no, it's okay.
Punched me in the face yesterday.
Yeah.
And since she's 3, like, it didn't hurt.
Right.
But, like, you have to send her to her room. And Kayla was like, hey, get to your room. And she, like, yelled at her and, like, put her in her room. And I was like, she didn't deserve that.
Yeah, right.
Like, she socked you right in the face, like, out of anger. Like, not even just playing. Like, she was mad. And I was like, well, that's not great. I know, whatever. Go on.
Well, no. And Angie went the other time... Well, that meltdown by the we were going to go on a bike ride. Oh, for the snow pants.
Yeah.
Piper just sat out in the garage and did not want to go. And it was just, she was crying. I mean, I was like, this was supposed to be like, get the bikes. The fan, we're taking the dog. It was a fun Sunday thing. Anyway, so then the next time Piper got yelled at because all of a sudden Angie's mom ears go off, and I didn't hear anything. She's like, what are those little a-holes doing? Yeah. And because you could hear jump, bounce, jump. And then she's like, I just cleaned our bedroom. Are they in it? And then all of a sudden I hear Angie going, Piper! And I go, run! And then and then she opens that door, and she screamed. She yelled at them because she just made the bed, and they'd had all of the stuff off of the bed. And she couldn't find them because they were hiding behind the clothes in the closet. That's how scary it was all of a sudden over at my house. And then I had to go and call Angie. I'm like, Angie, just they're kids. It's cold.
Yeah.
They're just playing. But she's going through a lot with her parents. So I
Yeah.
think these like little things are making her naughty.
Did that make you super sad? I know we got to get out, but does that make you super sad that just riding the bike with mom and dad isn't immediate happiness for your daughter? She's reached an age where now
she just wanted to go in. She likes mountain biking. She does.
But when they're small,
when
things like that, like Dewey.
Yeah, he's worse with it, but I understand what you're saying where, yeah, I always fear the point when I come home and a candy bar, they don't go ape crap over.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
You know what I mean?
They're getting close. She's getting closer and closer to not just being happy because either dad's around, dad's playing with you, or dad brought you a gift.
The first time this happened to me, realizing this, was when my niece came over. You probably remember it, and her friend came over, and they were staying the night, and they were, I think, 14. And I went to the festival, and I got their gourmet cupcakes.
Yeah, the big cupcakes.
Out of the blue, I was like, I'm going to bring this home. And I brought them to Carly and her friend. They did not care. Enough to where they just sat there and on the counter. I was expecting like my daughter, where their reaction was grand and like, oh my God, you're the best uncle on the planet.
Like these are oh my God, is this a Rapunzel ring and I can just have this? It's a toy and a cupcake?
Right. And I remember sitting back and almost sad when I went, oh, you don't care. Like that wasn't a thing. And eventually my daughter's now, geez, fast forward so many years, boy, that went quick. But my wife did say, God, I would have been excited. So I think you do hit it back in an age where that stuff's awesome.
Well, but I think by that time, like they got to be getting close to out of high school or out of high school
to appreciate the cupcake,
to start liking your parents again.
The last time I went, this is on the text line. Last time I went for a bike ride with my parents, I came home from college and I was so hungover from the night before, and that I ruined the whole thing. Let me ask you this, 2923. Do you feel at all a little bad that you ruined that, or does it in your head, I don't care?
No, I feel sorry, I'm not 2923, but I blame the parents. If you're coming home from college, you're too old to be forced onto a bike ride with your parents anymore.
I don't know if it was forced. It was probably like, let's go on a bike ride.
Yeah, but she said, but I was so hungover.
Well, she probably tried to do it. We're like,
yeah, I want to know if you tried to stay home.
Hey, this is fun. This would be a neat topic. What were your parents really excited for and you ruined? You know what I mean? Like, was there anything that you didn't care about doing, but your parents are really excited? There's something in my head working out similar to this.
I don't know if I can think of any. I would be more interested to see what a parent did that a kid just completely blew off, because I think that sticks in your head
maybe you're right on that.
Because like if my dad was sad that I didn't want to do something,
it would stick,
and I didn't care about it, I don't remember because I didn't care about it.
But if you do remember, call us either way or to the text line. We'll see if this goes anywhere, and if it doesn't, we can change topics next segment.
Like, I bet you Carly doesn't remember when you brought her that cupcake, but it still sticks in your head.
The iPhone case that I searched all over for, found her a Clint Eastwood one because she loved Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
And then she got a new iPhone case that day and just threw the other one out.
Yeah. Like, that stuff that she doesn't remember, but you do, because it actually had an emotional scar and effect on you.
Oh, right here. That person was not forced, but they were underage, and they were hungover, so they were trying to hide it.
Either way.
But wait. 2923. Did you feel bad about the whole thing?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we'll see if that goes anywhere. Probably won't. Like most of our things. Anyway, you are listening to the Jake and Tanner Show. Do I got anything to say? All right. That's it. Yeah, we'll be back here in just a minute. Well, good morning. It's the Jake and Tanner Show. Jake, Tanner, Sydney. So, Nicolas Cage is in talks to play Nicolas Cage in a movie about Nicolas Cage. How excited are you? Like those dad boots?
What in the hell?
Yeah. Okay, wait, hold on. I knew it. I just knew it. When Angie put those up, I went, these guys are going to be mean to me today.
Your feet aren't that big.
They're size 10s. Those are my mucking boots.
Those are 10s?
Yeah, those are my mucking boots. I've had those for 5 years. They finally got holes in them, and I gotta get some new. By the way, if you text TV to 71090, Angie posted some things that we did yesterday, and we went to Eric's bike shop, and kids were on some bikes, goofing around, and they just took a look at my mucking boots, and boy, they're having just a good old time over there, aren't you? I had to put my jeans in my boot because I didn't want my chain to rip my jeans. I'm one of those guys. I need a band around my jeans when I pedal.
I also are those boots over your boots?
No, they're boots, man. They're mucking boots.
That looks. Why does everything look so weird in that photo?
Do the other one.
No, like your hat's on backwards, which I rarely. Oh God, it's on now. What the hell?
There's this one. No coat on that one. They're going through the gears.
Wait, I've
on that.
never seen you wear a hoodie.
Yeah.
Ever.
Well, it's cold out, Sid. They got I'm holding up the seat of the bike so she can pedal and go through the gears because she's never went through the gears. She's never had a bike that had gears, so she's just goofing around.
Did you feel like a fun dad there? Like, did you feel like a really good dad? Because it's like,
I felt bad because I'm like, okay, you got to get off this. They don't want you just on these bikes like this, and then I felt bad that I wasn't, because they can't just ride them around the store.
Oh yeah. I figured that, but I just because like my dad has never held up the back seat of my bike, and so I could go through the gears.
You're jealous of my daughter. You know what? Get a bike. We'll go do it today. We'll go do it today.
Well, no, because I can ride a bike now and change the gears.
Yeah, but like, I will be behind you,
lift
and
up
then
seat.
you keep calling me dad. It might do something, and then I'll like ruffle your hair and just be like, all right, son, you got it.
You don't want to touch my hair. I haven't showered since like Tuesday.
This is just so weird because you're wearing like a normal people jacket and you're not wearing like whatever you're.
That's my Sunday get up, okay? That's my Sunday. It's my weekend get up.
It's fun to see you look
not like a cowboy.
Yeah.
It's different.
Like less put together. Like you're human. This is like seeing Brad Pitt.
This is like every guy in the cul-de-sac.
Yeah, well,
kind of.
This is like seeing Brad Pitt at Meyer. Like, he wasn't expecting to have his photo taken. Like, he just looks like a person. Like, here you don't look like the golden god you do when you come into work.
Oh, thank you. You know, they have... I don't know where... Man, they have outfits there for fat biking and snowboarding and all that. The prices on these clothes are unbelievable. Like, for just a, like, shirt, it's like there was a closeout for some pants, you know, like snow gear or whatever. Closeout, $180. I'm like, closeout?
On the closeout part
of
it?
Like on the rack. I just, like, it's unbelievable. Yeah.
I'd punch somebody.
Oh, don't do that. You shouldn't do that at all.
Are you kidding me?
I had a good time. My kids don't care that I got my mucking boots on.
No,
I knew right away when Angie posted those. I knew you guys would be on the attack. That's why I gotta be so careful on how I look in the mornings with you guys.
This is not an attack. What I'm saying is that
me.
From that angle, those boots look like they were big enough to slide over boots. Like, look at how wide they are.
They're mucking boots, man.
I don't know what you're saying. Can you stop? Is that a racial slur?
Muck boots. Type in muck boots.
Yeah, do you mean rain boots?
No! Muck boots! Type them in!
Yeah, look up. Because they just look so wide. Is there a lot of room inside of them?
For another foot. No,
there's not.
I got wide feet, man.
Are you sure it's M-A-U-K?
Yeah, muck boots.
Let me see those.
No, M-U-C-K. Sorry.
No, take your foot off or take your shoe off.
How was I spelling it?
M-A-U-K.
M-O-U-K.
That's when I duck hunt.
You've never duck hunted.
I know, but I really want to get into it, and people say that's the worst sport.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it'd be fun to lay there. Like, yeah, you gotta lay on the ground.
Do you?
I don't know. You like lay there. You army crawl, and I don't know. And then they fly, and then it's just a pow. And then like you get these duck boats, man. Get duck boats.
Well, yeah, I know they got the blinds and stuff. You just kind of sit in the water.
Yeah, you
take your shoe off.
Why?
I want to see how wide your foot is, because that doesn't look real. Why does it look like a normal foot there?
Wait,
you have holes in your socks.
You know how many pictures we have of Jake's feet? Why'd you ask him for his feet?
Yeah, no, I need to see it in real life because I'm looking at a screen. Go back. I need to see. I want to look at the. I want to look because I don't know if it's the angle or if you just. Can you wear them tomorrow?
What? Oh, somebody said muck boots aren't worth the price. These aren't real muck boots. These are Walmart versions.
Yeah.
So they were well worth the price. 5 years, use them for 5 years, finally got a hole in them.
They're muck backwards.
Yeah.
Boots.
What is that? Kakama?
Gotcha.
Wait, is it a swear word?
Kinda.
Oh, kinda. I guess muck sounds like a swear word. I lose 6 inches when I take my boots off. I can't do that.
Can you bring them tomorrow? Because I'm not saying they look bad because they're functional muck boots, and that's awesome because I wish I had boots I could actually get wet. All my boots don't get wet.
And they're really warm, they're insulated. Yeah. And my reasoning behind them.
No, I have no worries. I
gotta justify this.
I
love just slipping them on. Wait. There's no tying. You just slip those bad boys on. Boom, you're out.
Are they
duck hunting?
They're insulated.
In 15 minutes.
They're insulated. Like they're warm.
Yeah,
they're not like rain boots.
I don't even wear. A lot of times I'll go out and shovel or plow. I don't even put socks on.
Well, that's gross.
That's disgusting.
Why?
I don't know.
You should get a pair of duck boots.
Yeah. But then like the socks eat up the moisture because they're hot, right?
Well, I don't know. The insulation eats up the moisture too.
Yeah, but that stays in the boot. Your sock gets washed,
but they stay in the garage. And then,
so it's like, it's
all
I don't
good.
care. No,
so you got to tie those. I don't want tie.
I
don't want women boots.
Yeah, those are lady boots.
Okay, but they're called duck boots. Okay,
pictured. That's what I thought you had. I thought you had like rain boots on.
No.
That had no insulation. Like you could feel the rubber.
Two things that I love. I love how tall they are. So you can just walk out in the snow, be fine,
and it won't go up the top.
And there's no tying. That's what I. That's the thing that I like about them the most.
I'm on board with those shoes now.
Get them
because they're insulated.
Meyer has them right now.
Like
good muck boots.
Those are like your feet will stay warm in the winter.
No. Hey,
I like that they have straps to pull them up.
Hashtag no socks. You know where that hashtag came from?
Nope.
No socks.
Nobody should
because
do
of people
that.
You've ever heard no socks for life?
No.
That's from mucking.
Nobody's ever
heard
of that.
That's duck hunting mucking. I'm not sure what I'm saying anymore.
No, and you got to stop talking so fast. There's so many things that could be swear words. You got duck, muck, hunt.
Yeah. Boy, pretty close. Anyway, I didn't know we were going to do 9-minute talk on mucking.
Listen. I just don't like it.
Well, when's the last time you mucked?
With someone?
Yeah. When's the last time you were mucking? And who are you mucking with?
I was mucking with my wife. Man, it was early last week.
We went out mucking with the kids, and we were mucking with the kids and the wife. Out in the woods.
I self-mucked this weekend.
Socks on or socks off?
There was a sock at one point.
You are a sick individual, Tanner Schramm.
You're right. We're not supposed to be on CHR.
No, we are not. Hey, we are getting some few texts. I want to read some of these texts coming up in a minute on when your kid ruined something you thought was really like fun. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You're like, this is a special moment, and your kid just came in and like, I don't care because I'm 17.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or whatever age you are when you stop caring. In my household, it's 9.
Hey, 75, 95.
Hell yeah.
You guys gotta wear socks, man.
Yeah, look at him. Hell yeah, no socks.
That's where foot fungus. That's how foot fungus spreads.
Mm-mm. No, that's not true at all. Not true at all.
I can't.
No,
it might not be. I don't know.
No, but those muck boots with the insulation are made for sweat.
Can you take the insulation out?
You can, but
okay, good.
But no, if you read it on there, it sucks the moisture and it has holes at the bottom where they drip out.
You are lying so much.
You're not a mucker.
No. That is the biggest lie I've ever heard because they don't make waterproof boots with dripping holes.
Mucking they do.
They don't. Muck would go right in.
Tanner, you just said over here you're not a duck hunter, so you can't say anything.
You are not either.
Jake and Tanner Show. 866-916-0959. Text us, 71090. Everyone want to be a part of the show, you can do all that. Also, we got a podcast you can be a part of. All you got to do is text JT to 71090.
Oh, yeah.
A few people in this room. Let me say my name. Hi, I'm Jake. I'm one of the hosts of the show, and Sydney actually popped in my head today when, you know what her awful attack when you're over 35, you might as well just die.
I thought it was younger than that. I thought it was 32.
32 or something like that. And her thing was,
yourself.
There's nothing that's really exciting. Like, what do you do?
Yeah,
I thought about this.
You can't go out anymore.
On Saturday, Angie and I are like, hey, kids are gone. You want to get going on something? And she's like, yeah. And so we minimalized the kitchen. We went through all of the cupboards and reorganized everything and started throwing. Man, we threw away so much stuff that is not needed. We are minimalists now. We are enjoying this lifestyle. You should be part of it.
You know how...
Drink this.
No, I'm already pretty much doing that. Except it's we're doing it a lot with dishes.
Yeah, you don't need it.
Not by choice.
Yeah, do you have the china?
They just keep breaking.
You got the china cabinet behind you?
No.
I'm gonna put you in the wheel for ours.
What I had realized, I'm dying before you, right?
Well, I don't know that.
I can almost get it's a fairly safe bet.
Well, I don't know
that
that.
I will die first.
Nobody knows that.
But
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, no, it's like it's all but written down. No, like my house is that house. Like we did a lot of work to it cosmetically to where
he's Tanner, by the way.
Yeah, I'm Tanner, and I did a lot of work to my house cosmetically. That is like the kind of that showroom of modern white cabinets, gray floor, gray walls, white trim, all that kind of stuff. Like that's that modern look. It's what's in style right now.
Or you could do what we do and do not finish it, so you have white and brown, and it looks like garbage.
And nobody knows what trend is this.
Yeah, that's confusing.
It's a new one.
Right.
Brad Pitt's house looks like this.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Because he doesn't like doing all the work. He likes to have some Saturdays to himself.
And with being a minimalist, where we don't like things on our walls, like to the point where my TV is mounted on a wall. I have no like Roku box,
no
or cable
cords
box,
or anything
no
like that.
No cords are hanging down. Like if you look at my TV wall, it is just a floating TV.
And I love that.
And I love it. I think it looks so clean.
I'm not a big picture guy.
No,
you know what I mean? Like hanging on the walls, like people will have. And I'm just like, I don't know,
or anything.
I see my kids.
So when we moved and we took all of our photos down to the last house and we put them and we haven't put them up here. Our house feels like a showroom house.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? It feels like a house that it's a house, not a home.
Where are you saying it's more like this is what people come in and look at when they're about ready to buy a house in our subdivision?
Yes, and they really like it. Like when they look at it and say like, oh, well, this is what a nice.
Sure.
Like you can look at my house and picture your house inside of it because I have nothing.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying.
And it makes me feel sad now that my house doesn't feel like a home.
Well, you made it so there's no personality to it, where it's like anybody could be in there.
Like we did it because that's why I think I like my basement a lot, because I have like wood-looking floors in my basement,
sure.
And I'm gonna paint the walls kind of a beigey color, and not white. I hate white lights. Because I feel like white lights are really showroomy.
You could also have your kids, and maybe they do this already. My kid likes to personalize by like putting markers and stuff on the wall. You should try that.
Oh, yeah. No, the back of our island.
Yeah.
That's painted white. Basically, she looks at it like it's a canvas.
Yeah. Our dog likes to poop on the wood floor, too. Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, my wife. Oh, by the way, say hi, Sid.
Hi, I'm Sydney. And every single time that anybody in this room mentions boots, I instantly just start boot shopping, and it's an actual issue.
No, I wouldn't doubt that. Like, one time she was in here a couple days or whatever last week when I was talking about getting boots for my wife, and she didn't even do trivia or anything until the very, very end because all she could do was boot shop. I've never had that problem. I've never been addicted to something that bad except crack.
You and I have really put some work off, though, just to look at, like the one day when we watched Ashley Parker's show.
Well, come on.
Or that one day that we looked at Justin Bieber.
Oh, well, yeah.
That was 15 minutes, but like...
We did 3 days.
5 hours, like straight.
Yeah, but I mean, think of it. That's Ashley Parker. I mean, if we had a meeting about that, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, no, I get it."
Or if you ever, the days when either Jake is running a best of or I are running a best of, the intentions
are high
to put together and to come up with amazing content are there.
Yeah.
But what ends up happening is I watch Mars Attacks on my computer.
I watch a lot of old David Letterman clips.
or Conan. I put sometimes I'll have my computer playing a movie while I'm also watching Conan on there on the big screen, and then trying to make sure.
And it's all prep.
It's all prep.
Yeah, it really
if you
is.
think about it,
like right now we're talking about it.
Boom!
Yeah. So my wife texts me today, speaking of dog poop, and she goes like this. She goes, "I just slipped and fell on dog poop in the living room. OMG." And then she had time to put emojis. She goes, "You know where it's slippery in the middle? Yeah, right right there he pooed and I had to fall into it." So what happened
you
is
have a slippery spot.
That's what I want to tell you. My kids have found a thing that they're making booby traps around the house now for us, and it is drives you in. They take that kinetic sand, and if you rub that on the wood floor, it turns it to ice. I mean, ice. And then you pick it up, and then there's no sign of any foul play that was done.
Yeah.
And that's what happens. You should see my dog, because they wiped it all down, and already Billy has jockey bones and he can't hardly move.
Wait, are they sanding your floor just a little?
I think so. Yeah, I think every time they use that.
Kinetic sand has some sort of, it does leave a weird residue.
Yeah, that's what it's going on. And probably a little sanding.
Because it goes away if once you wipe it, right?
No, we don't clean our floors.
Oh, you don't clean the house?
We don't clean the floors, so. Yeah,
Why don't you just throw all the sand away?
I should.
Do you know that stuff that's like balls that are like sticky? Like that, it's kind of like Play-Doh.
Fungi balls or whatever?
No. Like they're tiny little balls that are like held together.
The ones that get stuck in their hair?
Marshmallows. It's almost like held together with marshmallow.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yours is a nightmare.
We got that for V, or V got it for a gift once for her birthday, which is in August, and then she lost it, and we just
Where
found
was it?
It was underneath our bed, but like the cats,
eating them.
When you have cats, the cats will go underneath your box spring, and tear open that whatever that fabric, and then they crawl up in there, and they have like a little cat hammock.
Yeah,
that's where it was, and there was so much hair and other gross things on it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I almost wanted to burn down the house.
Sydney's talking about that one thing, and I'm going to tell you what's going on with Nick Cage, too, because this is just riveting radio, I know. Sydney's talking about this one thing. You know those burrs that dogs will come in with?
Oh, my God,
They made toys of that, basically.
Why?
But if that gets in your hair, you got to basically
like
shave
Velcro?
your...
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It's a weird...
Those things?
Yeah, these... toys, those things.
Why?
Those bunchums. They're called bunchums.
Why?
And I mean, that just sticks right to your hair.
Yeah. It's just giant.
They're just burrs. That's what they are.
Yeah. Oh, my God. How to remove bunchos from your hair. See, that shouldn't even be a YouTube video. Like, it shouldn't be. Like, there shouldn't have to be a YouTube video on how to get a toy out of your kid's hair.
I agree.
It's not like gum.
All right, so hey, Nicolas Cage and talks to play Nicolas Cage in a movie about Nicolas Cage. Yeah, look how bad that is. Those bunches. What was that girl doing? Was she just rolling around in him? You're not supposed to.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
you gotta shave that.
Oh yeah, it's all done.
And are those plasticky?
And then look, the parents on a Saturday didn't want to do that. They wanted to clean cupboards. But that kid, they just spent 4 hours in this kid's hair now.
Go back to that one that we were just on.
Kids ruin everything.
That one that we were just on. Where did it go?
Okay, right there. Did you see the before and after? They had to cut the kid's hair.
Yeah, the one that we were looking at, you could see the scissors in the mom's hand.
Oh, yeah?
Scroll up. I gotta find that photo again. Is it that one?
I don't know. Oh, are you talking about the before and after?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't a before.
Look at that.
Oh, that sucks so bad. It's just gum that can get repeatedly stuck in somebody's hair.
These kids had to just be doing somersaults in it. They thought it was fun at first, then they had to come down like that.
Yeah, right there. Scroll up. Look at, you see the pink-handled scissors. It's a mom special.
So Nick Cage talks to play Nick Cage in a movie about Nick Cage. So yeah, I mean, no one plays Nicolas Cage better than Cage himself.
Yeah. But also nobody wanted to.
It's called Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. That's what this is called. And Lion Gate's finally negotiating for it.
The title of that is a little
egotistical, or lies. Well, I'm telling you. Nick Cage, in Leaving Las Vegas, is one of... I mean, he was so great. In the late 90s, Nick Cage was amazing.
I don't know if I've ever seen Leaving Las Vegas.
It's
probably
pretty
not.
artsy. He won an Oscar, or he was up for an Oscar for it.
Is that like
he played
Fear
an
and
alcoholic
Loathing in Las Vegas?
No. Well, they had drugs in it, but no, not like that.
Okay.
But anyway, so the movie is apparently about Nick Cage trying to land a role in a new Quentin Tarantino movie. So Cage's character is also trying to keep his teenage daughter happy. But the unusual part of the film, according to the reports, is that Cage also occasionally talks to egotistical 1990s version of himself who mocks him for not being famous as well as making too many low-budget movies during his acting career.
That's right.
So in the 90s, his 90s self is going, you're not even famous anymore. And it's true.
Yeah.
I mean, he is famous, but I mean, he's not like, I'm telling you, like, I think your dad will argue on my side with this. Because he was really good in the 90s.
He was great. Like Con Air,
Face Off,
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, he was a big deal. And then he started making stupid movies. I didn't mind National Treasure. I thought it was kind of fun.
I think that's where it started going downhill.
But I think after National Treasure, I don't think he ever kind of came back.
You know what it was? It's him buying dinosaur skulls. It doesn't have anything to do with movies. It's him buying castles and dinosaur skulls. So he's like, I got to take anything and everything.
Burial spots. Yeah.
Wait, a pyramid what?
Pyramid-shaped burial spot.
Oh, he bought that?
Yeah.
Oh,
like
Lord.
when he dies, he's going to be in like downtown New Orleans.
Yeah, and like the first cemetery.
Cage's character also struggling with a ton of debt, so he agrees to appear at a birthday party of a Mexican drug cartel member who's a huge fan and wants Cage to see his own movie script he's written.
That's odd.
So these are a lot of things that apparently is happening in Cage's life.
Is his daughter playing his daughter?
Is that?
That's his future burial site.
No, is that you?
Yeah, that's me. I've been there.
What happened to you? Why? How old are you there?
19, 20.
Wow, you look a year ago?
It was 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
It doesn't look like you.
Yeah, you were 19. Yeah, it does.
I don't think so. Her cheeks look skinnier.
I have not aged. I don't know what you want
What?
from me.
What do you mean? Well, of course you haven't aged.
I look the same.
Oh, there you go. That
at
looks
my
identical to you.
Yeah.
And that was taken the day before. Yeah.
Maybe it's just because it was so far away.
It could have.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course you're not going to age. You're only 21.
Yeah, I've looked the same since I was 12.
I've looked the same since I've been 19. All right. Anyway, so I'm very excited about that.
I would be saying that. Man, I'm lucky. I haven't changed since I was 12. Like, I've looked the same since I was 27.
Oh, wow. You age great.
Amazing.
27 to 28. Yeah. So I'm very excited about that. Another movie I'm excited about, a biopic, is Shia LaBeouf's. What is it called again? Not Butterfly Boy. Honey Boy.
Honey Boy.
Man, that looks outstanding.
That looks really good.
Anyway.
I think that movie is going to be good.
Do I have anything to say, Sid?
Nope.
Before we get moving on, a couple things here. Aldi just got real. We got a game.
Aldi just got real.
Oh, I'm going to read something to you. Got emotional up on that on our Aldi forum. Also, we got a game. Oh yeah, I always forget to tell you guys this, but we have a game. The listener pyramid. Probably do that next because we got cool things to give away.
Let's right before that game starts in the next break, let's brainstorm a better name for it.
Okay, I like that. It's a Jake and Tanner show. no, that's not mine. Hey, it's a Jake and Tanner show. Jake, Tanner, Sydney. Good morning, guys. Talk to you a minute about urban air. It's happening in Appleton. When we're going to be there. Things you can expect. A drum line. Can I say that? I don't know.
I don't know. Drumline, please. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. We're going to be playing a game. Can you tell what we got to give away? Or do you remember, Sid? I completely forgot. You told me what we were giving away, and then I forgot.
AJR tickets.
AJR tickets?
Yeah, a jar.
A jar tickets we're going to be giving away. They're going to be someplace, sometime.
They're going to be at the Rush Center on May 31st, 2020.
Year of our Lord.
Yep, it's going to be at the Neo. It's the Neo Theater World Tour.
Trio of brothers. They're a trio of brothers. Multi-instrumentalist. Adam, Jack, and Ryan. That's where AJR come from, idiot.
Oh, my... It is?
They make up the indie pop collective known as A Jar. See them live at the Rush Center, like Tanner said, May 31st. Tickets on sale Friday at 10 a.m. at therushcenter.com. We're going to give those away here in a minute.
But you can win that. Beat the box office.
Dude, you about ready to get real? I'm telling you what.
Oh, my God, really?
Yeah. I almost cried in the meat section of Aldi today. 2019 has been my worst year ever. Started with my now ex leaving us in January.
You're reading a post.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
I wasn't looking at you, and I was like, what are you? You did?
Yeah,
what happened?
Yeah, no. Yeah, sorry. I am in a Aldi Facebook group.
Okay.
And it's always posting like crazy, cool, fun stuff or whatever.
Deals are like, hey, if you haven't tried this yet, it's good as good as the name brand.
I didn't know that people needed a story to help the story, but it makes sense that you would need an intro to that.
You were just like, oh.
Not good at radio.
Yeah, it went some AJR tickets. I was in Aldi this morning.
Yeah, sorry.
I thought I was going to hang myself. I was like, what the hell, Jake?
All right. I almost cried in the meat section today at Aldi. 2019 has been a really bad year. Started with my now ex leaving us in January. Us. She's got kids.
Oh, no.
In April, the state awarded a contract to another company, which meant my job was in jeopardy.
Oh, no.
August, I found out that it was indeed true. After months of stressing over numbers and cutting budget as much as I could to be helpful as possible to my company, I took a job for far less just to have a job. Been there. They also promised things that never came. Been there. 3 weeks ago, I was told if I wanted to go to interviews, the policy was changed, and I needed to ask 2 weeks in advance.
Wait,
Can this woman get a break?
What do you mean if you had to go to interviews, you had to ask 2 weeks in advance?
To me, that means like she had an interview for probably another job and scheduled it, and they were like, you have to request off 2 weeks in advance.
KTI,
That's
the country station, in my contract stated they had to agree upon my leaving.
Yeah.
Think about that. They had to accept this being, if I took it, okay, so it was like this. They go like this. What is that job offering you?
They're allowed to get first dibs on outpaying them.
Right.
A better offer.
They could outpay them, and then I would have to it was the world's worst contract.
Yeah. Yeah, you signed just because originally it was like, and he was like, I don't think you need a contract. He's like, don't get a contract, and then he put you on that contract that just gave you a non-compete and a reason to never leave.
I was like, wait a minute, they can tell me not to leave? Yeah, they can. They can just tell you not to leave, and then they would have to, you don't have to accept anything, but then you have to break the contract and you'd have to pay back money. But if they offered you X amount of money.
Yeah.
And I go, but I want to take that job. They could say no because I offered you the same amount.
But what if could you say, well, they came back and offered me an extra 30
then
grand?
They could say no. They could say no. They could actually turn my job away for me in that contract.
Oh my!
But then I told him, he goes, but you got to understand, nobody owns you. You could leave.
What are you talking about?
No, but he's saying you could leave, but then you're going to owe the $10,000 and they could sue you.
Yeah, that means that somebody owns you.
Pretty much. Anyway, 3 weeks ago, I was told if I wanted to go to interview with policy, blah, 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 blah. So Friday, it's my last day. After rarely seeing the coveted red stickers, I got 6 packages of 93% hamburger, 4 packages of chicken tenders, 2 packages of chicken breast, and 1 package of chicken thighs for just under $11.
Oh my God!
What are the reds? Is that a sales sticker at Aldi?
Yeah.
It goes bad tonight.
Hoping this is an upturn for me.
Upturn.
as I hear about what would basically be a dream job on Wednesday. Aldi, thank you for being there for me. With much love, your friend, your lover, Tracy.
I don't like Tracy. I don't think Tracy should be allowed to have kids.
I got real, son! Up in there. You think that forum's just to show off your flannel sheets you can get at Aldi? No.
Right.
People are getting real. A lot of emotions there.
I'm happy that I'm not a part of that group. I really am.
It's great. Everybody right now is posting pictures of their flannel sheets.
I'm telling you, yeah. No, that's a real deal. It's a real deal. People had them in their cart yesterday. Couldn't find them. I was this close to just going over there and stealing them. And then my wife's like, you don't need them. You sweat so much at night. What are you going to do? Put flannel sheets on there and just be a pool of water?
Dude, apparently their Christmas aisle right now be popping.
Yeah, it is. I don't know what that means, but yeah, that's true.
Everybody's posting pictures of the sale items.
Yeah, we got too small. And Grafton, the Aldi's real tiny.
They're all small, aren't
Well, this one's real
Grafton
tiny.
Aldi
Oh, no.
is tiny.
People in
It's a
this
tiny
post
one.
pictures of their, like, Aldi alcohol department, and it looks nicer than, like,
Yeah.
most grocery stores.
Yeah, we don't have that. See, we don't have an Aldi. Ours is too tiny. What in Mount Pleasant, Michigan? Man, that'd be popping.
Dude, who wants
that
to
what
make
he
an
said?
Aldi charcuterie
No, that's
board?
not what he
Because
said.
that's what everybody is
What the
doing.
hell does that word mean?
She just said cooterie board. I don't know.
Cooter
That's
board?
the,
A
that's the
charcuterie
adult
board.
aisle. That's the adult aisle. Behind the curtains.
Behind the
It's
saloon
like a
doors?
meat and cheese table with
Yeah,
some
there's
grapes.
meat.
Yeah, the
What
Aldi
kind of
Nerd
meat?
Group. That's exactly what it is. I love the Aldi Nerd Group. Yeah, me too.
Everybody loves.
Why is somebody saying why, Jake? Why? What do you mean? Yeah, you can get a lot of stuff. Man, you should be an Aldi shopper. Tan man, why are you not?
I started at Aldi. Don't tell me when to go to Aldi. I've been telling. I told you to go to Aldi for how long?
Yeah,
And
you
you're just
actually
like, nah,
did, and
you
I'm like,
poor people are stupid. That's
I
what you
did.
said to
It
me.
had a weird. It had
And
a
then-
weird stigma. Like you can't buy things there. I
Yeah.
don't know.
And then I was like, okay, just keep spending your stupid amounts of money for the same stuff. Like I said, we play the sales like hardcore. We don't just accept the Aldi sales.
Yeah, I can't do that, man.
Like,
I don't.
but it
I mean,
takes time.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I have time to do that, but it just sounds like awful time.
And you know what really sucks
Unless you-
is that 9 times out of 10,
I want that. Sorry.
Walmart is
Cheaper.
the cheapest.
Yeah.
No,
That's
Angie did.
what sucks.
Angie did the thing compared. There are certain things.
There are certain things, especially when you do the sales. But if you
But
look-
she did because we went to Meijer. Meijer was ridiculous. Then we were like, okay,
Meier's
we're spending too much.
insane.
Then we went to Walmart, and our items of things that we were buying at Walmart,
Yeah.
was fine. It was cheaper. But then we went to Aldi, and we found out we were saving like $40, $30 to $40 on Aldi with what we were buying. But what does suck is you got to go to 2 different stores if you want other things. You know what I mean? Usually.
Yeah, what we'll do is we'll go shopping at like the Pig, work their sales, work their flyers, work their coupons, check Aldi, get some stuff there, and then as we're doing it, we're checking the prices at Walmart.
Yeah.
On like the curbside pickup
Sure.
or whatever, and if it's cheaper at Walmart, add it to the cart on curbside pickup, and then once it's all done,
How do you guys have time to do that?
do what?
What you're saying? We don't enjoy it. Though,
They probably
either.
make a day out of grocery shopping.
We do. Well, it's
Ugh.
not really a day, but like, if Kayla, well, she used to have more downtime at work, but that's when she would look at the sales. But
Yeah, if you got
usually it's just,
time to
literally
do
just
all
looking at the sales.
But I forget your wife is a big she likes cutting all that crap out and doing that stuff, right?
We used to do coupons. We don't do them as much anymore because coupons don't say like that takes a lot of time to
Yeah.
go through coupons and use coupons.
Yeah.
When you could just go to 3 stores.
I like this. I don't even shop at Aldi, and I'm in that group. Yeah, you are. People go nuts in there.
Yeah.
And now it's getting real. People are telling emotional stories. Can't wait what's next in Tracy's chapter. I'm a dick. I need to find out if Wednesday, if she got the job. Me and Tracy go way back. I just met her like 4 seconds ago.
Yeah, you should definitely
Oh, we're doing... Oh, we can just be a little late. I think. Unless you're not ready.
Oh no, I'm ready.
Are you? Let's do it.
I had an idea for the name of the game.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Well, we can do it next if we want.
Because I thought
Because we could have some fun with the name.
Jake and Tanner's list of awesome. And then
I like that.
JTLA. Little wordy.
JTLA.
Yeah.
List.
Jitla.
What was it? It was going to be. We were going to
Listener pyramid.
It was listener pyramid. Then
Yeah.
it's don't get paired with Sydney, but that's pretty much every game.
Yeah, we could just turn them all to Don't Get Paired with Sydney Listener Pyramid Edition or Radio Gabs Edition.
What was yours again? Jake and Tanner's List of Awesome?
Yeah.
I like that.
Do you? Because I hate it now.
Yeah, it's not fun.
It's not fun at all.
No, it's probably the worst.
Smaller.
When you have like the little beeping one, it's catchphrase.
What did you just say?
She's being ridiculous.
What?
Her
I don't.
No, that
Generation
game that you
Z
play where you
mouth.
It's literally this game, only
She
it's
just
electronic. I literally have it in my car.
All I heard.
Why don't you guys know what catchphrase is?
Catchphrase be poppin'. I'm gonna start using that. I really enjoy that.
Catchphrase?
Be poppin'.
Yeah, the game. It's literally the game we're playing, only it gives you the words.
Yeah, but that's Pyramid.
It is.
That's why we call it Listener Pyramid.
It's Pyramid. It's the old game with what's the guy?
I was just trying to give you some inspiration. Okay?
No.
Now I'm being attacked.
You
shouldn't.
You age shamed us for not knowing what technology is.
Actually, and catchphrase isn't technology. You think it may be because you just found it.
I have known what catchphrase is since I was like 2.
So 4 years ago?
Yes.
I don't remember asking for inspiration. Who was the dude that did the pyramid game?
Art.
No.
Alex.
No.
Billy.
No, it was a dude. Isn't the same guy?
Cosby?
Wasn't it Casey Kasem?
Casey Kasem didn't do
I don't know.
the pyramid game.
Anyway, sorry for attacking.
Dick
Wasn't
Clark?
it the guy
Dick
who kissed?
Clark! It was Dick Clark.
Who's the guy that used to kiss people on the mouth?
Oh, that guy was amazing.
Oh my God.
At one point, they're like, you got to stop kissing these people on the mouth.
He did it on. It was Family Feud, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Do you remember when Louis Anderson hosted that game?
Yeah.
Oh my God, what a dark time in Family Feud time when you had somebody that looked like a cooked turkey.
Richard Dawson?
Yeah, that was Richard Dawson making out with everybody.
Remember
Yeah, is known for kissing female contestants.
And his daughter was like, dude, he's like, Dad, stop. It's making everything so awkward. You got to stop doing that.
Remember that one old that
Kissing
game show?
kids?
Yeah, when he was
Give me a
trying
little
to
bit
kiss
more.
kids and tell them how pretty these children are.
All right, 2 things here. One, we're going to give away some AJR tickets next with a whatever game. The Listener Pyramid Don't Get Paired with Sydney, Jake and Tanner's List of Awesomeness. It's wordy. We're working on it. And catchphrase. Also, Sydney found something that, man, if you like phones, this be popping. You're going to love it, Tanner. You're going to be so excited.
I think all 3 of us need our own separate rooms now.
I'm going to start using it. Do I sound old? I don't sound good?
No. It does. You need to say things like rad. And tubular.
Well, yeah, but I'm trying to connect with
gnarly.
the kids. The kids and I be
Dude,
popping.
the kids
I be popping kids.
What?
Oh, Lord. Yeah, I'm going to stop saying that. It's awful. How dare you try to fill my head with this Generation Z stuff? I don't know how to use it correctly. Stop doing that with your mouth, Tanner. You're making me look like I did something bad.
All of this could
I gotta
be
dump
used.
all of this.
All of that could be used in the upcoming trial.
Wow. Hi, it's the Jake and Tanner show. Sorry, my headphones were extremely loud there. Jake, Tanner, Sydney, did you guys see Harry Styles on Saturday Night Live?
So Harry Styles was on Saturday Night Live?
Yeah, he be popping.
Popping off on Saturday Night Live.
That's right, yeah. Daddy let his gut hang out. Wait, what was it? What did you say for me to say?
Daddy's busting off.
Yeah, Daddy's busting off right now. Oh, busting off with this Harry... Man, I don't know what that means, so I don't know how to use it. Busting off with this Harry Styles
or
video.
bust it out.
Bust this out.
Busting out.
Oh, I can bust out. I know that. I hate everything about it, too. I'm sorry. I want to apologize.
Thank you.
But I guess apparently threw some shade at Zayn.
No, it sucks. Is that you and I think, have just started using throwing shade correctly? It's got to be gone by now, right?
It is?
Because we've been making the whole I don't know what shade means bit
for a while.
Because we don't, since IXX days, and there's no way that is still a phrase that people say. What do you say
because I ran in, because I remember the one time we used it on air, I go, man, I just went in that bathroom and it smells like people were throwing shade, and you're like, yeah, they were throwing shade all over the walls.
Yeah.
And I
think it's called throwing the nut.
Oh.
Now.
Oh, it is?
I hear a lot of kids saying that. And like right now, this is the month where you're not supposed to make fun of people.
What?
Yeah.
Are you talking about?
I think when you make fun of people.
Shouldn't it be every month?
Yeah, but I think this is the awareness month.
Yeah, you guys should be aware of it. You guys treat me like garbage.
I have at no point ever made fun of you.
What? I don't even know what to wear anymore when I come in here. I'm so worried about pictures.
Anything you've said
all the time.
I said I like those boots.
You guys don't know what it's like.
I've never thrown any nut at you.
You were throwing nuts at me all day.
I never thrown a nut at you.
Just last week you were throwing a nut.
I would never throw a nut at you.
Crap.
I would never throw it at all. It's not November. You know I'm not going to do that.
I was all kinds of nut up in my face that day.
My God,
because
I'm not doing that.
Because this is what you said. This is what you did.
What?
I would like people to know you don't know what it's like to have to edit everything before you say it because you don't know if you're going to get attacked. I would literally go, oh, don't want to say it that way because they're going to ruin me for 25 minutes.
No.
Oh,
listen.
Okay, I can't live now. Do you know, I don't even like people mentioning Australia anymore because I didn't know the Opera House. I thought it was Milwaukee. And
that was funny. That was funny.
I've been off the rails now with my life. My life is altered now because you guys making fun of me for 4 days straight.
I really liked that.
Yeah, that was funny.
Whatever.
I enjoyed it.
Either
way.
Here's Harry Styles throwing nut at...
I promise I won't throw any more nut at you.
This is November?
Yeah. But not making fun of people, I'm pretty sure.
I just feel like that should be every month, and you guys should probably...
Yeah, but this is the awareness month.
Now, somebody said No Nut November is not what you guys think. Like, because I thought it was like nutty. People get nutty.
Yeah, people get nutty and like, because nuts are hard. So you don't want, and like they can be dangerous. Like words.
Tanner easily forgets the jerk journals Jake kept. I forgot that I got a jerk journal.
So do I.
I got a jerk journal.
My jerk journal.
You know what? I'm going to bring my jerk journal for nut this nut November, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm bringing in my jerk journal. We'll see whose jerk journal has more in it.
My jerk journal is filled with so much nut you've tossed at me.
Listen, Harry Styles throwing shade or nut at Zayn. Okay, he goes and he sits down at a piano.
Like this one right here.
He's wearing yellow pants. I love it. And a blue shirt and a gray coat.
That feels good. Ooh. You know, in Britain, we play piano on the other side of the road.
Oh, he says Britain.
That's a funny joke.
I don't know if you heard or not, but
it actually is.
I'm not in a boy band anymore. I'm in a man band now.
I'm in a man band now, he said.
I was in a band called One Direction. How crazy would it be if they were here tonight? Well, they're not here. Wouldn't it be crazy if they were, though? They're not. I love those guys.
Wow, he's really charismatic.
They're my brothers. Yeah. Niall, Liam, Louis.
And now he can't.
Ringo.
Okay, wait, why? Why? Why does he hate Zane?
Zane
he
was the
left.
first one to leave.
That's why he hates him. Give me a break. Somebody had to leave. You idiot.
But Harry wanted to.
Oh, that's
Harry
what it
wasn't
all.
done
Yeah,
making all that
No, I
money
get it.
yet. Well, how old is Harry?
37.
No,
That doesn't
He's older
seem
than
right.
me.
he could be
isn't
in
he?
the 40s.
I don't know.
I think he's more towards 50.
Hey Siri, how old is Harry Mallet? What is his name?
Harry Styles.
Oh, I ain't popping today. Daddy's not popping.
Sorry, I didn't.
Oh, God. How do you use this? Hey, Siri.
He's 25.
25? I am so angry. When I was watching this whole video, all I could think about is when we watched him before he was a star on X Factor.
Yeah.
To think now, fast forward so many years, you have the amount of money you can do whatever you want, and you don't have to work anymore.
Man, I don't know if I would.
Work?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
You know
if
what I
would
mean?
either.
Like, what if they were like, you know what? Hey, if you guys do a show, your show, for 2020, and then I'm going to give you $40 million, but then you're going to make moderate amounts of money after
you
that.
think we would do this?
Yeah, I think we would do that 2020 year, make our $40 million
Sure.
each, and then I think the first time the drive, it's just
Just
gets
a little snowy. Yeah.
on January 2nd or whenever we're coming back. Flipping it
No,
right
you know what mine would be? Mine would be like, hey, you have to do this cell phone remote somewhere. I'd be like,
Oh,
yeah,
my God.
yeah, I'm not doing that. This is
Harry. And
this is Harry. This is what I'm talking about. Harry Styles just when he's his very first audition.
So you left school, gone to work there, yeah?
I work on Saturdays,
Yeah.
but I finished my GCSEs just now,
Yeah.
so I'm going back to college in September.
He's
And what are you going to study at college?
Law,
He doesn't know
sociology, business, and something else, but I'm not sure yet.
He's gonna wait a minute. Okay, first of all, he has way too much money because I went to a community college and I wouldn't have. What are you studying?
They call high school college.
Oh,
Yeah.
they do.
Yes.
He was only like 16 there.
Yeah, they call high school college and college university.
Wait a minute. My mind is
And
blown.
also-
wait. What is no? Because he's
also
saying what are you
college in
studying?
London
What are you
is different.
He's saying what are you studying?
Yeah, but I think you get to choose it different in their schools.
Or is he? I gotta go
Like
back now.
colleges.
And what are you going to study at college?
See, what
Law.
are you going to study at college?
Yeah,
I think you get to pick like
I think you
like
get to
6 or 7 electives or something that you want.
Sam might, but he wouldn't have said it that way. That would be like me. What do you study? What are you going to study in high school?
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
but Simon Cowell is also British.
Wait a minute, Lo.
This
he
is
knows
also
how
a
that
British
works.
TV show. It's
right, but how old is this kid right here?
16.
Is he not in high school yet?
No, that is his high school. College is high school.
But wait a minute.
They
Is
don't
he-
have a high school. They call high school college.
Right, but why would Simon say, what are you going to study?
Because
he
it-
should be in the middle smack dab in it going, what are you studying?
When I was in high school, I could take like for an elective, I could take art or I could take like
yeah, but nobody ever said that
sports.
to
Or
me
sports
before
something.
in
Well,
high school.
We live in a place where we're stupid,
Because-
also our high school is run a little bit different.
All right, let me go back. Let me see if they explain this.
And also,
So you left school, gone to work there, yeah?
I work on Saturdays,
Yeah.
but I finished my GCSEs just now,
Yeah.
so I'm going back to college in September.
And what are you
yeah, but
what is GCSEs?
that's I thought,
GCSEs.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what he said. Either way, you know that like college or their university.
Yeah.
You know how cheap it is in London.
It's apparently the prices are rising.
Oh,
Wait,
are
is it
they?
a lot cheaper?
I know that Oxford was like the Harvard of here.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think it's rated like the best college in the world. I think it was only like $9,000.
It's like that was my Mid-Michigan Community College.
Yeah.
Where I was studying basics.
Or
I was studying general.
I thought they passed the thing where all public colleges were free, but then private could cost
Somebody
money.
just said
but no more
education
than
is
whatever.
free over there. So it
Yeah.
doesn't matter if he was loaded or not.
Yeah, college, and okay, if it was a community like a public college, it was free. But if it was private, you could cost money, but it wasn't. It couldn't be outrageous.
That's so
College is
confusing.
their high school, so it's like the same. It's like public, and
I
you
guess-
can go to a private college, but it's actually like a private high school for them. So
But they
it's
have
like,
universities that
Yeah.
are private.
so yeah,
Where's the community university?
the like,
That's
community
basically what
university you
That's high
still
school?
pay for, but it's like still significantly cheaper than what our community college
I
would
thought
be.
all free university. I thought all public universities there were free.
Unless it's changed. When I went to Europe. Like our tour guide was saying, like if you guys want to come to college here, like because it was also like through a school thing, so they were like, if you want to come to college here, you should because it'll be cheaper than going to America, but like also not really because prices are rising quite a bit.
Because I know when I looked it up, it was just like, but I haven't shown an interest in a very long time. But like Oxford was relatively cheap.
So how much would Angie okay? So use Angie as an example for dental hygiene. Would
they
she?
Don't have that there. You can't learn it. Apples and oranges, man.
Isn't She Lovely by Stevie Wonder.
Okay, good luck.
This is beautiful.
Harry Styles was Harry Styles.
Isn't she lovely?
Now, and what I like about this video
Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she precious? Less than 1
his dad is ugly.
minute old.
Yeah, that's
I never thought through love we'd be making one as lovely as she. But isn't she lovely?
Now, the reason I like this so much is because he doesn't know how famous he's going to be. He has no, I'm watching somebody pre-famous. That's crazy.
He's not that good. Like, he's okay.
It is good.
He's fine.
I'm really glad that we had the opportunity to hear you a cappella
God, he's
because you could
little
really
here.
hear how great your voice is.
Thank you.
For 16 years old, you have a beautiful voice.
Thank you.
See, Simon Cowell is seeing dollar signs right now.
I think you're so young. I don't think you have enough experience or confidence yet.
Yeah, look at that guy. That guy.
Yeah, someone in the audience just said rubbish, and I totally agree with them. Because, you know, the show is designed to find someone at you, whether you're 15, 16, 17, it doesn't matter. I think with a bit of vocal coaching, you actually could be very good.
Thank you.
It's just crazy. I mean, it's really wild to see that now. And then you're watching him on Saturday Night Live talking about a band that broke up, but you're looking at how big of a... I mean, everybody knows his name, and he's got lots of money, and it's weird to see that beforehand. I don't know. Or maybe it's not. I like weird things.
You know what I like? I like watching those shows and seeing the people who don't know they're going to be massively famous, and then they become massively famous like that. I like that. But I think I like it better when somebody thinks they're going to be massively famous, and then they suck.
Yeah.
And they're terrible.
Fall flat on their face.
Oh, my God. I love watching people's success, but I love watching their failure even more.
Hey, Urban Air.
I love Urban Air.
That is Appleton's newest adventure park. You got to take a spin on Urban Air's Duel. That is 2-level go-kart track with the world's first in-track viewing deck. Now, Tanner and I had the pleasure to go to Urban Air and check it out before everybody else. You can, when you're watching your kid go around this track, you're basically in the middle. You're in it.
There is nothing that'll make you and your kid feel better than when you race around that track and you see that you have an audience. Like when you're driving
it's
underneath.
an actual audience.
It's not like when you go to any other go-kart place and they're just standing by where you bought tickets.
Right.
No, they can walk. They can be in the middle of the track. You can almost see from that sky deck every part of the track. It is so cool.
You can fly over the park with the world's first dueling Sky Rider coasters. It's another thing they have. You could be hanging from the ceiling, having races with your friends.
Yeah. Like, there are people, like, this place has so much to do and so much fun that people are literally just flying from the ceiling while you're, like, climbing around or doing bumper cars or the go-karts. There's people just hanging around on the ceiling.
Take a ride on the spin and flip bumper cars. Try the Ultimate Warrior and Wipeout courses. You've watched Wipeout. They got courses like that.
Haven't you ever said, man, if they only had something around like that in this area, I'd show you guys I could do everything those people are doing. Now it's time to prove it.
Urban Air has it all to keep your adrenaline going and offers endless adventures and entertainment for all ages for hours on end. Urban Air is more than just jumping, which, by the way, they do have jumping there. They do have trampolines.
But it's such a small part of it.
It is. Open this Saturday, November 23rd at 10 a.m. Now, here's the thing. The first 200 guests in line at the grand opening jump free for an entire year. The first 200 are going to jump free.
The first 200
for an
people?
entire year. So be the first to book your birthday party, holiday party, and even corporate event at Urban Air's Adventure Park. Tanner and I are going to be there. The Jake and Tanner show will be there Saturday in the morning. We hope to see you there. It is a Jake and Tanner show. Let's do this. Next, we're going to try giving away money with a take from Jake and Tanner. Fun stuff. Hi. It's the Jake and Tanner Show. You ever want to get a hold of us, you can do that. 866-916-0959. Or you can just text us. You're like, boy, I just don't want to talk to those guys. That's fine, too. You're at Pest Control. Text line 71090. Hi, my name is Jake. I'm one of the hosts of the show. And, man, I feel so bad for when my wife has to call her parents. Or her parents will call her. And it's like an everyday thing. Because Gordon wanted to talk to me out of the blue. Her dad is older. He's like 81. And her mom's going through some stuff that's not very good. Like, her health.
Yeah.
Okay?
I mean, yeah.
Well, let's circle back to this because I want to say something.
Yes,
hi, Tanner.
Oh, hi. My name is Tanner.
Oh, I have something for you.
Oh, you do? You have something?
I do. Sydney just sent this over if you want me to show jack you for just a second.
Yeah, absolutely.
You like that, don't you?
Hi. Oh, here, I'll say this. Hi, my name's Tanner, and then you can do your thing. Hi, my name's Tanner, and I don't disagree with interracial marriage.
No, Sydney. Hi again. I just wanted to let you guys know that after a terrible weekend, I'm back at work listening to your podcast, and you have completely changed my mood.
It's worse.
Thank you. I love you guys also. Been having a lot of tickle time dreams about Tanner lately.
Yes! Or are these nightmares? They're probably nightmares.
Don't tell my husband.
Here, let me tell you about what it would be. Here. Yeah. Who is this?
I don't know her name.
Trust me.
Oh, I know her name.
It's the
do you
worst.
Want a picture?
It's the...
Do you wake up crying?
Yeah. Do you wake up
dissatisfied?
Do you wake up? Is that why you were having a terrible time? Were you waking up a lot of times? Like, oh,
I don't know.
You wake up a lot feeling like that could have been better.
What's her name? Let's out her.
Sam.
I
hope her husband doesn't listen.
What's her last name?
You know what I want to know? I want to know if a woman named Sam has ever married a man named Sam.
I know Kellys do that.
I never met a man named Kelly.
Oh, I graduated with one.
Oh, you did?
Yep. Kelly Smith. Oh, boy, did the women want him. He's bald now, too. That's my thing.
I love 20-year shots from Jake.
Yeah. First time I've seen that kid, or talking about that kid.
Hey.
Yeah.
Would you like to go to my 10-year class reunion?
Probably not.
No, I mean as me.
Oh, no, I don't want to do that.
Me, and then I'll go as you.
I thought that was funny if we had interns that would do that. The 21's over with for me.
Oh, dang it!
Yeah, we just did that one. They all wrote. Like I even wrote in there. Boy, I'm so happy I missed this because they.
Oh yeah, didn't they want to do something insane? I remember talking for like 30 minutes about this.
Means they went on a hayride around Beale City town.
Yeah,
that would
that's
take like
insane
5
to me.
Yeah, and they were all freezing. There was like 10 of them on this, and I'm like, boy, I'm glad I didn't travel that far for that to go sit in a pole barn. Yeah, the one guy that was in Chapelo.
Yeah.
He's got such a gut on him now, and this makes me so happy because you don't understand. I was the kid that didn't have the last name in school. It was all about Grosses and Gruses and Schaefers. I was a transplant, and I wasn't into sports, and I smoked weed. And no, I don't know if other kids did, but they found out that I did, or I was wearing baggy pants and
your trench coat.
But long story short, they always thought that I was not going to amount to anything. Not saying that I did or anything.
Yeah.
But actually, I did.
Yeah,
we actually have a show, and we're actually making all right money.
We're
and
fairly successful.
But they all didn't think that I was going to do anything. Yeah. I remember before I was dating Angie, none of the parents wanted him to date me because I was just this bad guy.
Dude, you and I have the same childhood.
Yeah.
Because, like, there were no Shrams in my area.
Right.
And, like, even if, I wasn't a Zeitler, I wasn't a Kukta or a Reisner, basically your three.
Yeah, the Schaefer, Gruss, or Gross.
Yeah. I don't like the Gruss or Gross. Those two make me uncomfortable because they're too close to each other.
And then I was saying one married, so she changed from a Gross.
She
changed it from a Gross.
Yeah, she should have hyphenated.
And like I said, married the QB. He's bald now.
Good. But yeah, Kayla's grandparents didn't want... I don't know why her grandparents had this weird grudge against me, but they didn't want me dating her.
Yeah, see, now the only difference is, for me, I would love to be in the same market so they could hear me talk trash.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? That would be fun to like throw because I'm not kidding. That I was the kid that wasn't going to do anything with his life, and I love seeing the person that hasn't left Beale City and he's got a gut on him now. See, balding.
It's super fun for a second to be in your market talking trash about people,
but then it's not
until you realize that you're starting to ruin a lot of relationships and people don't talk to you anymore because they're afraid that you're just going to bring it on air.
Oh no, I got that. Yeah, that's around this building.
Oh yeah. Imagine that, but imagine an entire town. That's me.
Everybody avoids eye contact you when you go into the Piggly Wiggly.
Everybody.
I get it. Anyway, I don't even know what we were talking about. Oh, yeah, Oh, Sid, hey, say something about you really quick. By the way, 866-916-0959.
Hi, my name is Sydney. This weekend I went to Hobby Lobby, and I found myself some fuzzy posters.
That's what I'm talking about. You've been looking for those, like, for the last 2 weeks.
Well, I knew they were there, but they were just
Did you get the tiger that you're going to color in?
No, it's just they didn't have a lot of options, so I finally just went back and got one of the crap ones.
So I think she's talking about the ones that you use markers to color, right?
Yes, like that are, like, this big, and like, you know, people always put like a black light over them.
Is something going on with you where you're reverting back to your childhood, and so you want like kid things?
What other kid thing did I want?
Oh, I don't know. I'm
she's
just
still
saying.
in her childhood bedroom.
Oh, that's true. You want to hang those beasts?
Let me live. I got some poster putty too.
All right. I want to circle back how depressing it is to be Angie right now in the next segment.
Oh,
that's fun.
Yeah,
because I want to tell you what my conversation revolved around.
Because I feel bad because when that phone rings,
Angie automatically goes worries. It's an automatic worry she goes into, like something bad happened, and then she goes, "God, I don't want to be depressed right now."
Yeah, and it doesn't matter because once the phone rang, it doesn't matter if you answer it or not. You're already sad for the rest of the day.
And I said, I almost think it's unfair. A little bit, because... all right, well, let's not get into it right now.
Yeah, because we got to do this part.
Hi, what's your name?
Chris.
Hi, Chris. Hey, what are we playing for today, Sid? Do you know? Did you lose Friday?
I'm playing for $20.
$20. But the crown, think of it this way, Chris. Chris, what do you do for a living before Tanner leaves?
Oh, nothing right now.
Oh, nice. Unemployed.
You're unemployed?
Well, you probably do the marijuana, the devil's lettuce, I would think, to your downtime.
What's the hardest drug you've ever done?
Yeah, I like that.
I haven't done any.
Really?
That's
I heard
everybody's
cocaine.
answer.
You can't OD on cocaine and it's not addictive.
Is that true? You would know. You're a pothead.
What's his name from
Caesar?
Caesar Milan?
He trains dogs.
Jack A?
Oh, Johnny
Jackass?
Knoxville. No, Steve-O.
Yeah, he was addicted to cocaine.
Oh, yeah, he's been addicted to everything.
Yeah, but he's addicted to... I think he's addicted to doing drugs.
Yeah.
I had read that it doesn't have the addictive person... sorry. Like, nicotine has that chemical that makes you addicted to it. I heard that cocaine doesn't have that chemical or anything, but you can get addicted to the feeling. Either way,
wait, before you leave here, check this out. Immediately, when I saw pictures of our prom king and queens who are married now, I was thrilled that they were both fat. See? It's a great feeling.
Facebook is the best now because you don't have to go to your class reunion to figure out who got fat.
All right.
I can just see it.
Tanner's going to leave the room. We got 5 questions, Chris. We're going to try getting through these 5 questions in a certain amount of time. Remember, if you get stuck, you can pass. Time willing, we'll get back to that question.
All right.
And then Tanner will come back in the room, get asked the same questions, and if he answers more, it'll be $40 tomorrow, but you get $20 possibly today. Big thanks to Prospera Credit Union with Life Stage Personal Guidance. Christopher, do you have any questions?
Nope.
Here we go, and a 3, a 2, a 1. Which once common disease was also known as the Great White Plague?
Pass.
What is the capital of Vermont?
Pass.
What kind of stone is the Taj Mahal made of?
Limestone.
Which U.S. state is nicknamed the Treasure State?
Pass.
What explorer introduced chickens to the New World?
Pass.
Hey, which once common disease was also known as the Great White Plague?
I don't know.
What is the capital of Vermont?
Montpelier.
Which U.S. state is nicknamed the Treasure State? Sorry, man. Timer cut you off. I'm gonna put you on hold real quick, okay? How do you think you did?
Terrible.
All right. Well, you got your work cut out today.
Good or bad? Me?
Yeah, you. Timer's gonna begin when I'm done saying this. So 3, 2, 1. Hey, which once common disease was known as the Great White Plague? Pass. What is the capital of Vermont?
Pass.
What kind of stone is the Taj Mahal made of?
Marble.
Which U.S. state is nicknamed the Treasure State?
New Mexico.
What explorer introduced chickens to the New World?
Columbus.
Which once common disease was also known as the Great White Plague?
Smallpox.
What is the capital of Vermont?
Montpelier.
Chris, how you doing? We'll welcome you back. We're going to go through these with you, buddy. Which once common disease was also known as the Great White Plague? Chris said, I don't know. He said pass, and I don't know. You said pass, and then smallpox, which I think was a great answer, but it was the wrong one. Tuberculosis.
Oh.
What is the capital of Vermont? You both said Montpelier. That's correct.
Oh, good! What a pull out of my A.
What kind of stone is the Taj Mahal made of? Chris quickly said rhinestone.
Rhinestone? Like a rhinestone cowboy?
Tanner
you said that quickly?
No.
Marble.
No, limestone.
Limestone. Oh, I thought you said rhinestone.
Oh,
That's why I
dang
shook
it.
my head.
I thought he said rhinestone too.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's marble. Tanner got that right.
Hell yeah!
2-1. What's the U.S. nickname Treasure State? Chris ran out of time. Tanner said New Mexico. It was Montana. And what explorer introduced chickens to the New World? He ran out of time again. And then you said Christopher Columbus, which Christopher Columbus was right. You got 3, 2, 1.
Yay!
Sorry, Chris. Maybe next time, my friend.
There is no next.
Take care. Good luck on the job hunt. Do I got anything to say, Sid?
Nope.
Good. On the way, I want to tell you why it's so depressing in my house when a phone rings. Also, we got to play a game. We got to play Listener Pyramid because we got AJR tickets we're going to be giving away. It is the Jake and Tanner Show. Good morning. dinner show. See, I was on we got an episode of South Park up here because we haven't watched South Park in so long, and for some reason we got talking about what's his name, Caesar Milan, the dog whisperer, and he was on an episode of South Park.
Well, yeah, because it popped up on my YouTube feed. Caesar Milan, it's on his YouTube channel, reacting to my South Park episode.
And we watched part of it. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
But I remember, what year did South Park start?
97?
Because I remember going over to my friend's house because I didn't have Comedy Central to watch these because you never had that crude humor. There was no cartoons like that besides The Simpsons for me.
The Simpsons wasn't even crude,
it wasn't
really.
Nowhere near like this, where it was really offensive. I remember, do you have a TV show that you couldn't watch? Because Simpsons, my mom never wanted me to watch The Simpsons growing up.
Mine was South Park.
That's funny.
Yeah, mine... Oh, I was right with 97. That was a real guess. No, my dad loved The Simpsons. So I watched The Simpsons with my dad. I still watch The Simpsons like I watched it last night. I love that show.
Are the characters... Are they voiced by the same people, or did they...
Oh, hell yeah!
Now, Bart's done by a woman, right?
Yep.
There was somebody who was in that show who was only in one episode as literally Boston Man #5, and he still gets a lot of money for residuals. Not a lot of money.
I wonder how much he does give for residuals. That would be nice, where you just they must have played my episode again because here's $600.
Yeah, or to check for 83 cents. It's oh great.
Well, who's the dude? Full House. Cut it out. What's his name?
Dan Aykroyd.
No, he was married to Melissa
David Coulier.
Yes, he said. It's so amazing to be a part of that show because they still get paid for reruns. And he said it's every month, it's like a dump truck of money comes and just backs up and dumps it out.
Don't you kind of feel bad for the cast of Saved by the Bell when you hear stories like that?
Yeah, you do, man.
Because that show runs constantly every single morning on TBS.
Okay, what about the Golden Girls?
Money.
Well, aren't they all
They're
dead?
dead.
They're dead.
Except for Betty White, and I think she's doing fine. But have you seen Screech? Screech, I had about as good a house as Screech when I lived in Port Washington. And I didn't make a lot of money.
That's funny. You and I went and looked at wasn't his grass not cut? Wasn't it really long?
Yeah, it was super long. And then we were like, man, take care of your lawn, Screech. And then we looked it up, and it's like, oh, he's in jail again.
Yeah, he was actually in Port Washington jail.
What?
I know that he had to go do time there.
Oh, yeah.
For stabbing, cutting at a bar.
Yeah. He had to go to the Ozaki County jail because he stabbed somebody at one of his parties that he would do. But no, he went to jail that time because he got out of jail for stabbing that dude. And his parole was hey, for 3 months, you can't leave the state. And he immediately hopped on a plane and did that interview with AC Slater on
I did.
On Entertainment Tonight. And then he got back to Wisconsin. They're like,
Dude, what are you doing?
We saw
you on TV. He's like, I wasn't anywhere.
You were on TV. He said I wasn't there.
He's like, we have proof.
He's like, I wasn't there.
California.
It was live, and you did it.
They were talking about how they don't talk. Nobody likes Screech on that show from the cast, and they go, it was really tough. Because he was 6 years younger than everybody. He was the young one. So everybody else is kind of maturing and
slamming into each other.
And he was so far from that he never connected with one of us at all.
Yeah, remember he was I'm really cool, guys. I'm a cool guy. And then just nobody ever sees it. And all I kept thinking was,
are you really?
Nobody who actually is cool, and I hate that phrase saying that, but is
states that you're really cool.
You shouldn't have to say it. There are people that are younger, you may be oh, you're not a d-bag, so I don't hate you,
right?
But Screech just seemed like he was that guy that needed to be.
I recently was watching YouTube clips. Man, my life is sad. Of
why YouTube is awesome.
Lifetimes behind Saved by the Bell or whatever. It's just so great. Did you know there was a Full House one of that too?
I'm sorry.
Oh
yeah. Yeah, I did see that. Because didn't we looked at they had a poster of it?
Yeah, but they don't have any clips anywhere of that. I don't know why.
What's it called?
I can't remember. Fuller House, maybe? No, that's
Fuller House is the Netflix series.
A lot of people text in going, I wasn't able to watch Beavis and Butthead when I was a kid. I get that one too.
Oh, we didn't even have that channel.
MTV. I think it was MTV, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think MTV.
So let me tell you why it's kind of depressing every time our phone rings. or Angie's phone rings. Not like we have a house phone on the wall. My wife, Dad is older, and he's very depressed because his wife has ailments, pretty serious ones. Okay, she has, I forget what it's called, something going on with her lungs. Anyway, she so when the phone rang, I always, when she goes, it's Mom and Dad, I know it automatically goes through her head.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Because you kind of did it.
Right. I know what's going through her head is going, oh, God, something bad's going to happen. And then every time she gets off the phone, she'll be like, or when the phone rings, she'll be like, I don't want to talk to him. Not saying that she doesn't. She loves her parents. But she's like, I just don't want to be depressed on Saturday because it can be very heavy.
Yeah.
And I almost, because her dad's way worse than her mom. Way worse.
Like, being sad?
Being sad about this. Like, her mom called her when her dad went into town or something, and she was talking, and she's like, I'm pretty good and all, because she can't talk around it with Gordon because he'll just start crying. And when he wanted to talk to me yesterday, which I found bizarre, and so what happened is he ended up calling Angie because her mom had one of her attacks with her lungs where it's hard to breathe, and they got to do this breathing treatment.
Yeah.
He got scared, called Angie after it was done, and then cried to Angie. And it's really, I get that. You need to talk to somebody. You want to talk to your daughter because you feel close to her. I understand that.
Yes.
And then, so that's what I'm talking about. Things like that will happen when they're. Oh man, I don't want to say it's unfair, but that's what's going through my head.
I get what you're saying. Like, it's not fair because they know that Angie was having a good day, and this, as it rings, it immediately is going to be a bad day. And I get why you don't want to say it because it's an SE situation that Gordon has to deal with, and talking to somebody about
it's life-changing, and yes.
Yeah, somebody talk, because at this point, I think their relationship's pretty serious.
Who?
Gordon and Pam.
Yeah, they bought furniture together.
It's pretty serious.
Yeah.
So, he's pretty bent up about this. And once again, nobody loves Pam as much as Gordon except for maybe Angie.
Right.
Because Gary doesn't. Gary barely knows her. So we can't call Gary about Pam.
Oh, Gare Bear!
Yeah, old mows the lawn Gary.
Half the lawn.
Old mows half the lawn Gary.
Just remember this. If you're a kid and you don't even know what we're talking about, just don't be a Gary.
Yeah, never be a Gary.
So he wants to talk to me. And as I'm talking to him, he'll ask a question, but he's not listening to my answer because then he will revert it back to what's going on in his life.
Yes.
And everything that's going on in his life is super, super depressing right now because he's dealing with a lot. I understand that. But even when he talks to me or to Angie, and it's all about he can't sleep.
Yeah.
He can't eat. He's, and I felt like I was telling Angie, I'm like, this guy, he's going to kill himself before Pam dies just because he's going to have a heart attack. He needs to go talk to somebody.
I bet you'd be the same way. So would I.
Oh, I would.
If you're watching your wife die.
I said that. It is so easy for me to say, go get help because I'm not going through it. But I guarantee I would be. But I did say this to him. I said, I wish we could be closer. And he goes, I know, you're too far. Or I said, I wish we could be there more or something. I can't remember. And he said, I know, you're just too far away. He forgets. Bless his heart. But he doesn't. God, I sound like a jerk when I'm saying this, but Angie has a full-time gig. Okay. She is a full mom. She's raising 2 kids that are young with me, and a lot of homework and all this. And I think he forgets when you call and you cry to Angie, or you're really depressed when you talk to her, that affects everything. And she's still got to live this busy life. I mean, because it's a really busy life.
Yeah, it's a real catch-22. Because
again, it makes me sound like a jerk when I say this. And I don't mean to.
I know what you're saying.
I feel bad in the situation. I feel sorry for him, and I have empathy towards it. I really do. But I'm also saying when you call and you make Angie get sad and depressed all the time,
that's why you think it's wrong.
And I don't think he takes into fact, like right when she hangs up the phone, we got to start doing math homework and spelling with these kids.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like I fully understand what you are saying, and because that does suck. Like after that phone call, there is no normal day.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least for a couple hours. You can see Angie's mood. She's worried about it. I get it. Yeah, she's like, my parents are super sad over there. But again, it makes me sound like a jerk, and I don't mean to. But anyway, the whole point of that whole thing was just me saying, man, when that phone rings, if Angie goes, it's mom and dad, I go, and it's okay, but like again,
it makes your wife sad, which makes you sad, right. and there is a way. But I found I got to make that go away, and it's block Gordon's number.
That's what I did. That's what I did. I got him a cell phone, ripped out his wall phone. He doesn't know how to use it.
Yeah.
No, but
teach him to text.
I figured out what to do on this situation. Instead of just being, okay, well, this is going to be a bummer day. If I get my wife out of the house, her mood changes. So if we go do something or for a bike ride,
take her mind off of it.
Yeah, it just gets in a better mood. Yeah.
Because it make my head immediately. It went to Jake, you figuring out what can turn Angie's mood around, because then that'll in turn make you feel better about the day.
It does. I mean, to be honest.
Yeah, it does, because like if you're
a couple weekends ago, man, she had a meltdown and she was all Saturday.
Yeah,
it was unbelievable.
And what kind of sucks, and you hate saying it, but once that happens, the parenting goes from 50-50 to like 75-25.
Yeah,
because you try to pick up the slack, and then if you're just kind of tired, this will happen to me.
She's moody, like with the kids, and I never see her moody with the kids, but she's got a lot going on.
So then you try to take the kids and do something to kind of stay out of mom's way, so she can.
Or I'll do that. I'll be like, hey, me and the kids are gonna go bike ride, and then she's like, oh, you don't want to spend? I want to go bike, and I'm like, oh, I'm not trying. I was trying to give you your thing.
Like just have, because you like every now and then you like just a minute by yourself, right?
Jake, if you were a real Jack Pearson, you just take over everything at home so Angie could help her parents. How though? We're 6 hours away.
What do you mean? Yeah, what do you mean? Like,
how do you do that? Like, because she's got a full-time gig.
Yeah, so she can't just take off a week.
I think they were trying to be funny with the Jack Pearson because they like Jack Pearson.
Not really. I think they were trying to do both. Like, you want to be Jack Pearson.
You think this
I think they're being a little bit of a butthole.
I could go get you know what I'll do? I'll get a part-time job working at Barnes & Noble in Milwaukee.
No, you need another full-time job.
I'll get a full-time job as a bookseller. So I'll do this, and then at midnight,
second shift, you can run second shift at a cheese factory. Okay, so this is what you can do.
Okay, please tell me.
There's a cheese factory on Belt.
Am I cut out for factory?
And it's cheese.
Okay.
It's pretty, it's standard.
Am I pushing buttons or levers?
You push cheese.
Levers?
I don't know. I just kind of package cheese.
Oh, I'm packing cheese.
Kinda.
Okay.
Yeah. They have a second shift. From 2 to either 10, 5 days a week, or 2 to midnight.
What do I do with the kids? They watch themselves?
That's not a problem.
Why doesn't he just work from like like an 11 to 2 shift for him?
11 to 2.
That's like 3 hours he could do.
No, you need a full-time job. So this is what you do. During the week, you get an apartment. Okay, but like a cheap one, like you rent a room, like $100 a month just to rent a room in some druggie's basement.
I'm sure we could find that.
After you get done with work here,
okay, I'm listening.
You take just a small nap.
Sure.
Then you go in for your second shift job at 2. You work till 10. You go to bed right away at 10, and you sleep for 5 hours.
Would they allow?
And then you get back here.
Would they allow for the kid? Okay, I will homeschool my kids. I will teach my kids while I'm pushing buttons, and they will just be there at the factory.
No. Okay.
I couldn't work that out.
Okay, here we go. Satellite radio. You could get. Angie should take the kids. And the reason being, not so it's easier on you, but so the kids can spend time with their grandparents while they're there, but you're working a double income.
Oh, so Angie's gone.
She's
and
the
back
kids
at her
are
parents.
gone. Yeah, just to spend time with their parents, and you work a double job.
Our Vermont dream could come true. Me and you, we run away, we get married, and we do radio in Vermont. And live in a van and live in Planet Fitness.
Okay, I didn't know that was on the table.
Yeah,
I'm not saying I'm not going to do it because sometimes
I feel like it's already in your tone. Your tone is different than your words coming out of your mouth. So. Sometimes late at night, I awake and watch me sleeping.
I get sad. So sometimes I think I told Kayla the other day, I am 2 bad things from happening from running away. just bolting.
And they could be little things. They could be like you
like
just
even
stepped in
like
dog
the
poop.
battery, the batteries die in the remote. So like when I said that, because like I said it as serious as a heart attack, she's like, "Are you really gonna run away? Because I can't afford this place on my own, and V's a handful." And I was like, "No, I'd probably take V.
I'll take her. Yeah.
I'd take her for a minute.
I mean, that's
I'll
gonna.
bring her back.
How else do you think I'm gonna get all the single ladies? They love a single dad.
Yeah, put her on a leash.
Mm-hmm. Hey, on the way, we got to give away AJR tickets. We'll do that with Listener Pyramid. You are listening to the Jake and Tanner Show. Good morning. I want you guys to forget about Oprah and her coffee machines and fuzzy slippers because Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop is out. Or Guap.
Goop?
It's Goop.
Pretty sure Goop is year-round, but what's up with this?
Oh, yeah, it is Goop. Goop gift guide includes all kinds of different things. I actually have, if you go to the Ridiculous, that's where I am right now. There's a section here that you can get a, I don't know, do you need a brass fire extinguisher for $250? Boom, it's yours. They got an adult section. Did you know that?
Her site is adult.
What?
They, like...
No, I think he's talking like adult, like...
Toys.
Yeah, that's...
everything on her site is that.
No,
no, a lot of it is like crystals that you...
Oh, yeah.
No,
she's got a
actual
ball that helps.
Yeah, that's supposed to help, like, do whatever, but this is like, isn't that ball that, like, the egg that you...
Yeah, the egg that you gotta hold in there.
But that's supposed to, like...
It helps tighten it.
Yeah. This is actual things
A Benoit
and stuff.
ball.
Is it what?
A Benoit ball?
Is that really?
I don't know. I've heard that before. What's a Benoit ball?
I don't know. Hey, do you
the things that you put in your hands that make noise, the two balls that go...
I love those. I always call those Chinese balls.
I don't know what they're called, actually. That's just what it made me think of.
And they go...
And they go ting, 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 ting.
You were so fast to say that's definitely not it. It's this. I don't know. All in the same breath. What is a I've heard the phrase Benoit ball.
All right, Benoit.
Anything can go in you.
Wait, if you try hard enough.
I mean, that is a fact.
I think if it's what Tanner says it is, then we probably shouldn't be talking about
Benoit
it.
ball.
Oh, no. Bargain. The boarding ball.
Okay, yeah, Benoit ball. Benoit ball or Kegel Benoit balls.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine.
See? It's for medical purposes.
Also,
I mean, you could roll them around in your hand, too.
Well, you can. And they make the jingly sound. Are we not talking about the same thing?
No, I mean, they might make a jingly sound.
Because I've done the same
but
thing with the ones that I got for Christmas.
There, then you definitely need them.
Well, I want to tell you this. If you need your Benoit balls and you need to put them somewhere, you lost their box, you get a Louis Vuitton trunk for $5,000.
Wait, why are there scratches on this?
Well, because it's
Louis Vuitton.
Murph used to carry around one of those.
A Louis Vuitton?
Yeah.
Is he that? Is he gangster?
Oh, yeah.
I would think it would be so funny if you ran into Murph outside of like work or an event or anything, and he didn't think that anybody was going to see him, and he was wearing like a flat brim hat and like Ed Hardy jeans.
I had a guy do that.
And
there was a guy older than Murphy, and I saw him out at the bar, and who was the guy and where was I? It was in Traverse City, and he was like an AM guy, and he did exactly what you just said. And I thought it was like a comedy thing he was doing, but that's just how he dresses.
That's how Garth Brooks does it.
Identity necklace with diamond bar. Maybe you need that. That's $19,800.
Okay. I absolutely love when I'm sorry. I need you to scroll up just a hair to down. Stop. I love when rich people try to tell us what we should be buying people. Like, these are good gifts. Like the Journey to Nature's Edge expedition.
How much is something like that?
$1.3 million.
I'm sorry. Is that a year-long trip?
For 12 months of trips.
Oh, 12 months. Because I can only do one. Because I only have vacation for 3 weeks.
Yeah, you get 12 endangered species-focused trips to be spread out over 1 year. Or I'll take it at once, it says.
Well, it's got to be done in 3 weeks. They got to do it 12 months in 3 weeks, and I can't pay that unless I can.
$3 million. What do you do? Do you get to hunt them?
No, I think you just go. You think Gwyneth Paltrow's going to have any kind of hunting on hers? No, she's trying to save the polar bears.
Could you imagine? Like, this is my trip. This is what I do, and then she drops down from a helicopter onto a polar bear and snaps its neck. And that's how, and then she lets the blood drain on her, and she's like, "That's how I stay young. This is how I
eat the heart. You eat polar bear heart to stay as young as Gwyneth.
Yeah, that's what I call goop. That's what you get out of the arteries. The goop.
Why don't you go ahead and put that on Facebook?
Yes,
people could feel bad about their career choice. Hey, we need to play a game because we need to give away HAR tickets.
I like how Gwyneth Paltrow forgets what movie she's in and
know.
who she stars in movies with.
You know, I used to get mad at her when she was the crazy things like that she would demand or whatever. She doesn't know any. She grew up rich. Her parents were rich, so she doesn't know any difference.
Like that. Those are real Christmas gifts.
866-916-0959. Hi, who's this?
Hey, this is Chris.
Chris, did you already play?
Yeah, pyramid game. Yeah, for sure.
All right.
No,
wait. All right. Chris,
Put him with me.
That's fine. Chris, who do you want to play? Okay, you get you're gonna be with Sydney, okay?
You're going to be with Sydney? Okay.
Yep.
He hangs up.
Yeah, so might as well.
Hi, who's this?
This is Kiara.
Oh, we needed to talk to you today. Do you know why?
Why?
Because
Because it's like the Bully Awareness Month.
No, but there was somebody on Friday that called us or messaged us and said we were being racist to you and we should never do that and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Are you offended when we called you Shakira?
No.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, do you
Person
think
needs to
at all
relax.
we were being white supremacists when we said your name was Tiara and that we couldn't understand you?
No.
Okay,
I have
good.
so much love for you guys.
All right, Shaka Khan, you're going to be Tanner's partner, okay?
I get Shaka Khan!
Hang on real quick.
Shaka Khan.
Hi, who's this? Crystal?
Crystal.
Crystal, you're Jack's partner!
Just coming off a shift?
All right, Crystal.
No.
Are you glittery? You be honest. All right, you guys, this is we got AJR tickets to give away. We're going to be explaining things, and you got to say what we're explaining. We get to explain it to you, but we can't say the word or the words. Okay,
or rhymes with,
or anything like that. Yeah. You guys take guesses at it. If you get stuck on one of these, just pass. That's fine. And the person who has the most at the end is going to win this. So, who's going first? I'll go first. Somebody give me their list.
Oh, are we going this way?
Yeah, we can go this way.
Clockwise.
All right, so I have Sydney's list, and you got a minute. So, Crystal, are you ready? You guys don't help Crystal out. Crystal, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, Sydney, what is your list?
Things that I like.
This is things that Sydney likes. All right, here we go, Crystal. Give me a countdown. 10.
3, 2,
Wait, I don't know where the timer is. Got it. Go ahead.
3, 2, 1, go!
You do this when you're a kid and you use, there's a book of it and you use crayons. God.
Coloring book?
Yeah, you said it. Okay, H2O is another word.
Water.
You sit on a river and you use a paddle to do this, not canoeing.
Canoe, kayak.
Yeah, but give me a verb in it, like, you tell your friends you're going what?
Whitewater rafting.
No, you said it before. But you gotta give... What?
I think she said it. Her phone is...
Okay, it is a band and it has a number in it, the very first number.
182?
No, band, for Sydney's age. North, south, east, west. North, south, east, west was what?
Oh, Kanye?
What? No! Oh, okay, boomer! You're kidding, I'm right at your age. No. Okay, it's a thing that you listen to. It's not a radio, but a lot of people do this in their car. Okay, sorry. It was One Direction. The One Direction we were looking for.
I like that.
Also, podcast we were looking for. I apologize for calling you a boomer, because I am a boomer. I'm not, but I like to think that I am.
Everybody's a boomer in some way.
Crystal, it's not bad. You got coloring, water, kayaking. We got 3. It's a little bad, I guess. Hang on real quick, Crystal. Tanner, are you ready?
Yeah. Shaka Khan, you ready?
Woo!
All right, Shaka Khan. Do you have mine?
No, yeah, I'm supposed to get yours.
Oh, okay. This is things that Jake has bought and resold because he lost interest. Okay?
Oh, my God. You had to narrow this down to 10?
Yeah. All right, Shaka Khan. Here we go. 3, a 2, a 1. Oh. It's froze.
Okay. Okay, it's a thing. You sit in it, and you can paddle on your own. But then you also...
Paddleboard?
No. You sit in it, but then it's also like an angler does this. Wow.
A canoe? A kayak?
Yes, but then you do like an action, like you'd get this, like you try to get...
Kayaking?
Yeah. Oh, say pass.
Pass.
6 strings, you play it. 6 strings and you play it. Yeah.
She said it.
Oh my God. You are such a butthole. This is water that falls from the sky.
Rain?
And then you collect them in these big things.
What? Snow?
No. God. Say pass again.
Pass.
They're those things you put on your feet that have metal things and they go clickety click click.
Oh, it's tap dancing?
Oh, so close, but the thing that's on your...
Oh, yeah. How does it feel?
Nobody makes the list! Whoa, what do you mean? How doesn't,
Yours is
Bill.
always like 7 words long.
Yeah, no, yours is always like cactus. Or
Yeah,
throwing
mine's
water
are words.
balloons.
No, that's what yours are. Yours are always these weird, long
Look
terms.
at the text line. Sydney has a chance.
Oh my God! You fishing kayak, rain barrels, tap shoes,
Fishing kayak you could have described easier. Throwing a pole in the water to catch food. To catch marine life.
Now she's playing armchair quarterback here. It's so easy to do when you're not in the moment.
Yeah,
but
who the hell do you think you are? You say one thing and then you pass out. Who was that? Was that Shaka Khan?
Shaka Khan? Yeah.
No.
Wait, are you there, Shaka Khan?
Yeah.
Damn right, you still got a chance.
I'm pretty sure that was my
Crystal,
partner.
are you there?
I'm here. Yep.
Oh, hang on really quick.
I mean,
oh, wait, how many did Shaka Khan get?
we're going to be really late.
That's all right.
Like,
Shaka Khan, you got to go. And
Bye-bye.
bye. I love you.
Love you.
All right, take care. By the way, we're not. I got to wait for you to hang up, Shaka Khan, because I don't know which one you are.
Wait, what if she gets none?
I just got disconnected. After you guys.
Well, then I win. Crystal would win because she's got 3.
Who's that?
That's Shaka Khan gone. All right, ready. Chris, are you ready?
Wait, do you guys want to do this first?
Oh, I'm ready.
Oh, yeah. You got to stand by really quick. We got to pause for this. Hey, Verve. Verve is not just a non-for-profit financial institution based out of Oshkosh, Wisconsin. No. They got nearly 60,000 members, but they're more than that. They got 16 locations that stretch from Two Rivers down to Appleton, Neenah, Oshkosh, Fond du Lac, as well as locations in La Crosse.
All right, I've heard a lot about the pumpkin spice loan at Verve. Can you tell me more?
Yeah, absolutely. Pumpkin Spice Loan designed to help members enjoy the fall season and all those corn mazes without needing to worry about their loan payments. Members can transfer their car, truck, boat, ATV, motorcycle, snowmobile, or camper loans from another financial to Verve, and they're going to give you 90 payment-free days at a low rate.
How is this loan different from loans at other financial institutions?
Absolutely. Oh, crap. We know that... Wait, I lost the script. Oh, we know that when you're buying a car, the financing information can be overwhelming and confusing. At Verve, we like to keep it simple. When you buy a vehicle or transfer your loan to Verve, we'll give you 90 days and no payments at a low rate. No gimmicks, no promotional interest rates, just 90 payment-free days. Check them out, verveacu.com. All right, here we go. Are you ready?
I like that.
Tanner, did you give her your list?
Yeah.
All right, what is your list?
I just want to let you know. Oh, mine are things that I did this weekend or didn't do this weekend.
Okay, things that Tanner did this weekend or didn't do this weekend?
So actions.
Actions.
That could have been had at any moment.
Are you ready, Chris?
Yes, I'm ready.
Here we go. In a 3, 2, 1.
This guy is very big in radio. He is syndicated. He has an Sirius XM show. He has black curly hair and a book.
Chris, you got to say things.
Pass?
Pass.
This is a type of Mexican food, like a taco, but more rolled in with beans. Yes. This is a type of car. Chevy makes it. Really old. People are very into them.
Camaro.
I don't.
Just pass.
Yeah. This is something white people love. You can get a latte of this type of.
Coffee. Frappes.
It's think of fall time, and you pick these.
I can't believe you did it.
Okay. This is something that you. It's a utensil that is a Moses bright color.
How did you lose? You only had to beat 3.
Here.
All right, let me.
Yeah, you'd see. Here.
Okay.
I'll do it for you. Okay, first one.
Howard Stern.
Okay,
I knew that one.
You got that one? Here's Sydney's description. A car that Chevy makes that only really old people have.
I don't know. 57 Chevy.
No, a Corvette. What is your favorite?
I don't know how to describe a Corvette. I'm a woman.
Jake has this! And what about equal rights?
ED!
White.
It's a fast car that Chevy makes.
Basic white girl flavor.
Pumpkin spice.
Okay.
I said that white people love it.
You should have said basic white girl.
Basic white girl.
I didn't know what you were saying. I was going to go with what Chris was saying.
A color that you put over words so you can remember them.
Oh, highlighter.
Yep. I play this. It's the thing.
The harmonica.
No,
guitar.
No, video games.
Oh, yeah, your Xbox.
Yep. This is coming up in December holiday.
Yeah, Christmas.
You used to smoke a lot of weed out of these.
Oh, yeah, bongs and...
When you die, it'll be at one of these stools. At a
bar.
Yep. I stole this from the company.
Toilet paper.
No.
iPad.
And by the way, you can't play. You don't enjoy that. You don't enjoy that. We are shaming you, Sydney.
Well, we really just gotta go, guys.
All right, we gotta get out
we're
here.
already so late.
Hey,
We've given all these people free commercials.
Oh, I know
Let's
it.
go for another hour.
You got it. You. What's his name? Chris, you got to hang up. 'Cause
Bye,
I
Chris.
forget which one you are. We love you. It's not your fault, Chris. You had a bad partner. Hey, Crystal.
Hi.
I cannot believe we did it.
You did it, Crystal!
Crystal, we're going to get you some AJR tickets, okay?
Yay, thank you.
You are so welcome. You want to say what you got to say really quick? 'Cause I
Oh, you
forget.
already said it.
I know, but I want to just say, just one more. No. You can grab the piece of paper, Tan Man.
Oh, hey!
Hang on real quick, Crystal. He's going to tell you something.
Yeah, it's going to be at the Rec Center in Green Bay on May 31st, 2020. It's the Neo Theater World Tour Part 2. These are the three brothers, AJ and R.
That's right. You're going to go for free. So hang in there. We're going to get you all your information, Sydney is. No, she doesn't care.
Also, pre-sale goes on the 21st, which I think is Thursday. Is that right?
That is right.
At 10 a.m. if you use the code AJR2020.
Perfect. Hey, on the way, lots of music for you Karens out there.